Then get up, get dressed, before work's off my list. What's left to do, just guess. It's you, my favorite, but I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. When a day's gone, we've only begun. That's the best part, when we get it on. I'm addicted, no denying it, 'cause you don't cross my mind, you live in it. I wanna taste you and feel you shake, raising an earthquake. Can't push the brakes when a rush hits. We're going in, we're going in. You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need.
I'm about to get 30. Your last one made you 30. Now you get yourself a freaking little dude. In the mood 24/7, 16/11. See you making it, but I'ma just stop. Stop for a moment. Do you really think that I'ma fuck you while I'm sober? I'm not. Taking Uber to your hotel. Did it like a local, but you're calling back while I shut down.
You keep me biting my cheek, year after year. Only gets better, I'm weak in the knees. We hit the sheets, you on my lips, I'm feeling the heat. That's all I need. That's all I need.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony, until one day a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. what's the point if I lose myself? Spend a couple days with nobody else, holding in my breath just to see if I can find you in my dreams. Oh, I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see. The beauty in the stars above have lost their hold on me. 'Cause I'm a sinner, I'm not a saint, a heart of a winner.
Everybody, welcome to the PFL YouTube channel, where tonight we have an absolute treat for you. It's the finals of our Champions Cup, and joining me is the man who's kind of been mirroring me across this tournament, but finally we get to be on the desk together. It is Ped. How are you, sir?
I'm good. Very, very chilly night in England, and I'm sure across most of Europe as well. We join, hopefully everybody here has heating. Without it, you'll be very, very cold. But no, yeah, as you mentioned, we have both been covering different parts, bits and pieces of the tournament, doing different dates, doing different teams. You've probably seen more of Empire than I have. I've seen more of VLG 1 Mine than you have, etc. So we'll have a different sort of, let's say, information to add to the pile about our 4 teams tonight. Very, very good 4 teams. Obviously there's been a bit of a wait for this, a bit of a suspense across the last month. Probably more because the fact we were getting towards Christmas, people are going around back home, flying everywhere. So it's more convenient to do it in the new year. Hope everybody did have a great Christmas and a wonderful new year as well. But no, 4 teams tonight. All have done very well to get where they are, all deserve where they are currently. All have the capabilities, I think, of lifting that trophy. It all comes down to how they play tonight. Not how they played in the previous rounds, but how they do now. And of course, I'm pretty sure 3 of the 4 teams topped their group. If I remember correctly, I think it was Empire who in the end finished second in their group. Thinking back, even though they had a pretty much perfect record, there was one team that did an even more perfect. I think they had 4 wins, or it was 2 games.
Who do you think that was, Ped? Because I can tell you.
One Mind. Is it One Mind?
I don't think it was, no.
Famalicao, maybe?
It was.
Famalicao,
yes.
yeah.
Empire and Famalicao were in the same group in the start of this competition, and they now find themselves in the semi-finals. So that game will be very interesting because it'll be a rerun of their group games, which I'm super excited for.
No, of course. What does the bracket look like then? So who?
Oh, let's take a look then. It's almost as if he's planned it. So the Champions Cup started back on 23rd of November. It's been running for about 6 weeks now. It's been quite a while. We've been having this on. Here are those key dates, which of course were subject to change. All the way back on the 20th of November was the draw for the Champions Cup. Now we find ourselves right on the far right-hand side of those key dates. It's the semi-final home and away and the final home and away games tonight as well. Qualified for the Champions Cup, you can see all of the teams who were in at the very beginning. And unfortunately, we have now whittled that down to just 4. And you asked for a bracket. This is how your final 4 shapes up for the PFL Champions Cup. It's Empire versus Famalicao to get through to that grand final. On the other side of the bracket, it's Digital Sports taking on VLG 1 Mind. And we've got, realistically, 4 fantastic games coming up tonight. 6, actually, I apologize, if you count legs involved. So, Ped, talk to me a little bit about this VLG 1 Minds team. You said you've seen them all season. This is the roster that you're probably backing to go home and take it all. Why is that?
Every team they've played against this season, they've demolished. Just plain and simple, they're a very, very good team, very, very pressure-based team. You mostly see them with around 60 to 70% possession. They're mostly spending their time in the opponent's half, peppering them with shots. I think in the last game they were tested a bit more than the previous ones. Usually, the first sort of opening games in the group, even I think against Empire, they were able to shoot from almost anywhere on the field and find the net. I was blown away by this team when I was seeing the goals they were scoring. They were shooting from near the corner flag, on the left and right hand side, outside the box, hitting the top corners. They know how to place a shot. They know how to shoot. And that's really reflected in the scores. But even then, you might think, okay, well, they're good at attack and how they're on defense. And equally in defense, they're impressive. They've conceded very, very few goals this season overall, across all matches, even from the group stage. They might even be, obviously, I don't have the full statistic for you. Silly me, I should have done that over Christmas. But I'm pretty sure they could be the team with the least goals conceded left in this top four here, because they genuinely have pretty solid defense. You never really talk about them being in defense. Most of the transition play and counter attacks are stopped at the midfield. Maybe just as you get to the box of the one mind team, and usually the team that plays against one mind don't end up registering a lot of shots because, again, they are literally standing there like mountains. I'm not sure what formation to be playing today. Obviously, we'll get onto that. You'll have that information. I'm pretty sure in the past they've used a 5-back. Or a free back with so it's registered sometimes as a free back on FIFA, but they do have 2 wing backs alongside that. It'll be interesting to see if they've changed it up. I think they played against the 4-4-2 in the previous round. They did very, very well against it, but those 2 wing backs and the 3 centre backs build a really, really good defensive structure, but also a very, very good offensive structure when they need it for offense as well, because those 2 wing backs provide those extra outlets. So honestly, One Mind, I've not seen them previously to this competition, and I've seen the likes of Black Mambas, I've seen the likes of Empire previously, Rhino, when we first started out here, and they look like the real ones. Attitude as well, they look like the real big dogs. But now I've seen One Mind, it's like, wow, these guys are like nothing I've ever seen before, and I do think that if they're on their day, it'll be a very, very worrying game for digital sports, and then whoever meets One Mind in the final will be shivering the timbers.
Well, I went and did a little bit of digging while you were talking, Ped. I went to go and see if I was right about the Famalicao and Empire thing, and something that I found was the fact that 3 of the 4 semi-finalist teams were all in the same group. Famalicao, One Mind, and Empire all came from Group E into the round of 16. And they have all progressed right the way through to those semi-finals. That Group E was stacked. You got a feel for Little Engine, really, who came bottom of Group E because they didn't really stand a chance against the quality of roster they were against. The only other team that found themselves here in the semi-finals came from Group F, Digital Sports. 5 wins and 1 draw in the group stages. So still unbeaten throughout the entirety of the Champions Cup. They are, in fact, the only team here in the Champions Cup for semi-finals that can say they are fully unbeaten. Famalicao, One Mind, and Empire have all lost at least 1 game, whether that was a home or away leg in Group E. So maybe, statistics-wise, we're looking at Digital Sports that might be the ones to take this home.
Potentially. Although I do think they have an easier group.
Well,
not to cause any controversy, but you look at, like, it's so difficult to call. Obviously the home and away fixture as well. To stress the impact that 15 MS has on a game of pro clubs.
Yeah.
And obviously for different players it's different when they're playing away from home. I've never seen anything quite like it. It's not exactly the most visible difference when you're watching, but when you're playing, it's 100% existent. I've noticed it. You can see teams who go from playing really good and getting a 1-0 win against the likes of One Mind, and One Mind will come back in the next game and win 6-0. It's like, what? And that is literally just 10 to 15 MS. It's something that I'm hoping actually eventually, because it's the same in Pro FIFA as well, in 1v1, 2v2. So I'm hoping FIFA fix it or FC, sorry, because it is genuinely horrible to watch. I've sat there behind a pro player playing against Portuguese players on away servers, and genuinely, it was a very concerning time to be a mental coach. I thought I was going to get punched if I said anything. He was that angry because the ping was that bad. And you think to other games as well, you never really have that. So it's interesting. But it does create a dilemma for certain teams. If you have a very poor start on a server that's not your own, then you get that extra pressure for when you're playing on home server. You've got to be that much better and do that much more to cover it. But either way, yeah, it should be close. That's what we've been told. That's what we've seen. Yeah. Again, I've seen a lot of crazy things happen in PFL so far, especially in the Champions Cup, and I'm not expecting it. I'm expecting it to be some one team here out of the 4 who's just going to pop off. It's going to be their night. All the stars are aligned in the sky for them, and then they'll just run away with it on their home server. And I think if you can do a certain amount of goals on the first game when it's your server, you're going to be leaving a very, very long day for your opponents when they have to play with lag, etc. So I'm just expecting to see one team demolish, and the rest of them are going to be close, I think.
Well, let's see who those teams are that will be taking to the field tonight. Here are your Famalicao and Empire rosters, both rocking a 3-5-2 formation. Famalicao are represented by Edu Martins, Jose, Gonzalo, Troya, Chizato, Dreze, Nayshaw, Taziek, Zinni, NGK, and Luca. Over on the side of Empire, it's the 3-5-2 that you know and love from this roster. Gordon Banks, Atsu, Eskrova, De Brunks, Absco, Jaylings, Tico Beast, Nair, Boster, Poljish, and Warren Beast. A couple of changes for both sides, it's fair to say, but the big hitters that I see, certainly on the Empire side, Gordon Banks in net has had fantastic games this season. Warren Beast up front, the name says it all. That man is a beast. He's a hold-up machine. And the other one I want to point out is, of course, Tico, who's been holding it down in midfield so well for that Empire roster. Those three scare the living daylights out of anyone who's across the field from them.
Yeah, this is the one problem with the club scene, is you never get the same team sheet.
Yeah.
You'll get a team sheet one time, you look at the players again, you think, like on that sheet there, I know Gordon Banks, Warren Beast, Tico, Absco, and then
captain, yeah.
That's about it. I think the rest of them have been in and out and swapped around. I genuinely think they must have discords of 40 people, and they just sort of swap and change as they go. Whereas on the side of Famalicao, I actually got the pleasure to cover this one alongside 3 other games in the quarters. Not the quarters. Yeah, the quarter. I think it was the quarters. Luke Renard won. Fun fact: signed up for the Tranmere Rovers Path to Pro tournament, but couldn't play because he was in Portugal. He's a very good player in 1v1. I've seen him all the time in pro ladders. He's sort of top 150 in Europe West out of about 4,200 people. Very good. To have that man up front, it's dangerous. And then a couple of other players as well. They've got a pretty solid roster. Nayshaw is there. They've got a pretty secure sort of 5 or 6 that play every single time. Then obviously swap and change again. But these 2 rosters here, this is going to be the interesting one. I'll let you talk so I can look at my one-man roster and see if it's actually the same one.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to be able to talk for long. Hang on. We might have a reset of lobby. Yes. So I will be able to quickly go through the VLG One Minds and Digital Sports rosters. More 3-5-2s on the docket for Digital Sports. Cruz in goal. Henrik, Jeff, Zambi, Timo, Albo, Ari Gold, Casuals, Bokbert, D the G, and Ilhan takes the field for Digital Sports. While over on the One Mind side, it's Barisha, A Scorpion, Lighty, XPO, Francio, Noisy, Agus, DeFrezel, Juro, Fofodu, and Warren. So big rosters means big games, and the games are getting started right now, Ped. So just before we get into them, talk to me about this one-man roster. Have you seen many of these players before? I'm going to tell you that I definitely have, because some of these players are based on the builds that we have right now for you on the PFL YouTube channel.
Yeah, 7 players I've seen before. I might be ignoring someone's existence, but I think 7. Barisha, Ace, Scorpion, PO, Francio, Noisy, My Bad, DeFrezel, JU29RO, because I always remember saying the name like that.
Yeah.
They are all pretty... They're concrete players. They're there week in, week out. The players that I think maybe come in once or twice, Lightly, August, I think I remember seeing once. I don't remember Warren up front or for Fodu. I just can't seem to grasp these 2 guys being there.
Yeah.
And if you ask me about the side of Digital Sports, I'd tell you, I don't know. I do not know. There could be a team that's the same. I haven't got a clue. To be honest, I've not really seen him. I know D the G. He's the only one I think I remember.
That's the one I remember as well. Yeah,
D the G. Yeah, that's a memorable name. He's created himself a statement for that team.
Ari Gold I remember as well, I'm pretty sure, as well as Jeff and Zambi. So I recognize a few people on the Digital Sports side as well. We have had 2 games start, and we have had both of them had to restart, find a new lobby. So
ping.
There's ping problems, there's a little bit of issues, but one is now loading up now. That is the Digital Sports versus One Mind. And as soon as these games get underway, we will bring them to you live. Are they going to pause immediately and restart? They are not. We are in. Game 1 begins on the right-hand side of your screen between Digital Sports and One Mind. And things are underway, Ped.
Oh, yes, they are. Just trying to work out who's who at the moment.
One Mind kicking right to left in the black strip. Digital
Okay,
Sport
there we
kicking
go.
left to right in the white.
Yeah, okay, that's a helpful little,
There you
little
go.
comment.
I got you.
Yeah, brilliant. But yeah, already a very, very good start from Digital Sports. They're getting in the right areas, so I assume it's their host for this game. The fact they have the ball in the one-mind half would tell me that.
It is, yes, it is their host.
So, they might get a shot off. No, defended well. But just look at the swarm of players though, that get back into the box as soon as Digital Sports get near. That's what I'm talking about when I say it's like a brick wall. So many players there, but it also gives you a lot of risk to obviously give away a penalty. Just having that many people in the box trying to make a tackle at the same time, you're going to trip over each other, but you're also going to cause some damage. But here comes one mind. Stopped off quite early, but that pressure there is something we're going to see often, where they just get into the face of the defenders. Even if they lose the ball, they'll win it back in seconds. And they are going to keep hold of the ball here. And I wonder if they can find it in. I mean, a lot of their goals, there's not really a one technique these players use. I mean, they often switch and change between them. Some crosses, some are corners, some are just run through the middle of the defence, over the top balls. They don't really have a strategy, I'd say, for going forward. It's just sort of whatever's on works. I think that's probably the majority of the club's scene. I think in 1v1, 2v2, you actually have ideas as to what things work best. But I think in this, it's just sort of hit and run, smash and grab, go for what you can. But here's a free kick here in a dangerous area, and this is where they can convert, because I've seen it in the past.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is going to be One Minds trying to get on the board early as our second game gets underway. DeFrezzel going to put this one to the back post. Ooh. Header will not be won by a One Mind head. Warren trying to get that one around the defender. Should be cleared away by Digital Sports, and indeed it is. So, Empire versus Famalicao getting underway on the left side of your screen. And on that one, it's going to be Famalicao kicking left to right in the white. Hang on a moment. Digital Sports just having to defend there on the right screen. And this might be a little chaotic to keep up with, folks. But we're bringing you all of the action, all of the goals from both sides. And that's a nice chip in and saved by Gordon Banks early for Empire.
Very, very good beginning there from Famalicao. They are a very, very dominant team. I think they're a Portuguese side, I remember right. Really, really good team. Yeah. Again, another team that I wouldn't actually be surprised they made it into the final, even though I predicted against them. I trusted your word maybe too much there yesterday. And thought, Empire in the final, I can see it happening. But interesting to see what happens there. So far, never mind. That game's restarting again. Either way, back to this one. We are going to see, so far it looks like One Mind are just sort of getting that possession game. There we go. They pick it up in the middle. Let's see how they're going to break away here. Oh, not very well. This is going to be stopped in the tracks. Nope, won it back again. Now trying to put it back forward. But I wonder how far they can go. Not very. Oh, and it's back to the keeper. And what I will say, actually, what really annoys me is when we see these teams now, usually I use like the bottom right bar for the names.
Yeah.
And the names aren't matched up. So I can't even use the names anymore. I can't even use that. Yeah. So you've actually got to look at the tiny little white writing above their heads just to try and get your magnifying glass out, just so you can tell
who it is,
which player it is. And that's the biggest annoying thing. But we'll just have to make guesses. Oh, we scored. It's probably someone like Pio, or that JU29RO. He did well the other week, and I'm expecting to see that more on the One Mind home server. I think this will be, if One Mind were to win this, it'll be a 1-0 win. It'll be a very narrow win.
Yeah.
I've seen it in the past where they do slightly more poorly on this server. I think against Little Engine, actually, now we mention it. I think in that match it was a very, very close game when it was Little Engine server. It wasn't very close when we changed the tide, I'll tell you that much. It was a bit of a one team show. It's a hard thing to want to keep up with.
Apologies. Hang on.
I think the other stream must have turned off.
It's for her reason.
We have got. There we go. Brilliant.
That other game is not kicking off anytime soon. I've seen what's happening in those menus. We're going to stick to the
We can see the player names.
We can see the player names. What a day.
Oh, my word. And it's not in my tiny little OBS screen for once. I've got it on a full camera view. Thank you, Rhino. Here we go. Digital Sports looking good here. And if they do want to win this series, they're going to have to win now. D2G tries to get it centre. It's going to be cleared out. Possibly a bit of an overreaction from the defence there. Instead of, kicking it to Rose, maybe trying to get a play out of it. But either way, D2G back on the ball. Going to try and find it in the middle. No, there he is. JU29RO. Still don't know how to say his name. I don't think I'll ever know.
Juro. I told you. Come on now.
Juro. Is it Juro?
It's Juro.
Are you sure? Yeah. Did you ask him?
I know, because I've done a build for him on the PFL YouTube channel that you can go and check out right now.
Well, does Moe know? Does Moe know? I mean, who knows?
That's a great question.
Juro. But Yeah, if you could take the numbers out of his name, it would be a lot more easy. But either way, off the crossbar and in! Oh, wow, I thought there was a bit, it's very weird goals on this. You don't really get much of a reaction. But, yeah, what a goal that was. A great cross in. A flick on from the front post and a header into the back of the net. Beautiful stuff. They've been working on it. It's the Arsenal of the PFL.
Does seem to be, yeah. Digital Sports getting on the board. And that is going to concern one mind, you would think. The other game is now going in. Third time is the charm. We'll cut back to that screen if we get the chance. But for now, one mind on the attack. And that's going to be taken by Warren, but he's done by Albo there. D the G gets past 3 players there. Makes them go for a bit of a hot dog. Nice work. Ari Gold out to the right-hand side. That chip through ball is not going to make its way past. And Barisha will be happy to claim that one for the side of One Mind. But I tell you what, Digital Sports, they'll be happy with that 1-goal lead. One Mind, arguably one of the favourites before tonight. And now they're 1-0 down.
Yeah, you just see the confidence boost as well that's given to Digital Sport. I don't think they expected to be 1-0 up. As soon as that goal goes in, they're starting to play attack after attack, swarming the pressure, and it just seems like that confidence boost in the core. You can really tell it's there. Just by the way they're starting to knock the ball around, it's really good to see. But here come One Mind, and one thing you can't get against One Mind is complacence. Although he's tried to do a Maradona turn there, he gets a free kick. Okay, I just thought he'd missed the ball, but Joro manages to get that free kick. I wonder who's going to be the player on the take, as it's going to be whipped across. That game begins now. Empire and Famalicao for the 4th time, I believe. Let's hope this is the 4th time's the charm.
Third time's
oh, is it the 3rd time? 3rd time's the charm. There we go. 3rd time. So hopefully it works. We don't have to go to a 4th time. That'd be very, very bad. And I'm sure Moe's probably praying in the background, fingers and toes crossed. So let's see. Free kick. Shot! Oh, going for it. The goalkeeper, very, very alert there. And that'll be a corner kick. And we must be getting close towards half time now.
Yeah, you'd think so. As there it is. That is half time. Yeah, so
Referee, you can't give half time.
Half time in the Digital Sports versus VLG One Mind game. That one is done. Well, done for the first half, I guess the first quarter of the overall matchup. As now on the left-hand side, Nashor is in control. Famalicao kicking right to left in the white strip. Meanwhile, Empire, kicking left to right in the dark blue. This one across to the midfielder. Nice through ball out to the right-hand side. It's going to be a chance for a ball in here. Chips through again, but this time captain not found. This one does go back across for Famalicao. They are on the aggressive. This one goes back. Dreze looking for his man. Tries to get past the defender, but just can't do so. Empire's defense sounds strong to start with, but it's only been 10 minutes. Plenty of time as we kick off in the second half of Digital Sports versus One Mind.
Oh, I've just actually found out FC Famalicao is actually a real football club.
Yeah.
It's not just, I didn't know this. I've seen the kit and I was like, that looks too convenient, and the badge and everything. I was like, yeah, it must be. Yeah, no, real football club. Didn't know that. Portuguese club. So it is a Portuguese team.
It is.
But here comes Digital Sports again. And if you are a One Mind fan, you won't be looking like you're enjoying this. That's going to be a good cross in. Headed away. Cleared away. Now, here's where One Mind can start to get the better, I feel like, on the counter-attack potentially in this game, and find an equaliser. I don't see them scoring with Digital playing a compact back line, with all players back. I think it's going to have to be from an over sort of committing play from the side of Digital Sports, trying to go forward and score a goal. That's the only way I can see Empire really getting a goal in this game. Otherwise, I think we're going to have to take it into the home leg for VLG One Mind, where One Mind will then sort of come out of the shell and become their own. But on the other side of things, still 0-0, still relatively close. I've not really seen the ball progress too much in the past sort of 5 minutes from the halfway line. I feel like we've just been going back and forth in this sort of square box, whereas on the other side of things, it's more like Digital Sports are taking control of the possession. Empire win it back, tends to get over the halfway line, and then,
big ball
right back to
forwards.
them.
Just not going to make its way through.
Too much. And that'll be an easy one for the goalkeeper. Who's hosting that game? Is it it's an Empire host, is it?
That one is,
I assume it's just a name on the top, right? Is that the is that not the way to tell?
It's Famalicao, actually. Sorry, it is Empire. It is Empire who are hosting, yes, correct.
I was gonna say maybe that's the strategy, and it's the top name. Oh, but Famalicao getting a lot of chances considering they're the away team,
Yeah.
That's more what we'd want to see from One Mind, but maybe the players that are missing from their roster are quite vital to their success, or maybe Digital Sports just that good. Maybe they've not played a team with this ability before. We've seen that with Attitude when we last did them. When they went into the actual higher stages of the competition, they were smashing everyone. All of a sudden, they disappeared. And we were like, where have they gone? Where's attitude gone? The attitude that we needed. And I'm pretty sure they got pretty much pants pulled down and all that in that game, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was a close affair. So let's hope that doesn't happen to One Mind here. We want a close game. These guys have worked very hard all season. Interesting tactics to go over the top there. Very big defenders, I can say, on the side of Digital Sports. Really good at heading that ball away. But here come One Mind. Pass back. Chance to shoot. Pulls it back. But the defence gets there. And that one will be dealt with. But, there's an example. I think probably the first example of the threat that One Mind bring. And that's an interesting ball. It's a very nice ball of its own side. And it will be a corner in the other game. A chance for One Mind here. He goes for a power shot. What's he doing? Why would you go for a power shot there? Oh, never the time to go for a power shot. That's what it means when you see that little stupid animation.
Hang on, chance in the other game as Empire trying to scramble that one over the line. It's not gone yet. There's still a chance. Empire still have possession. Ball back in, cleared away by Gonzalo. And it'll be a chance for Famalicao on the counter. This one comes down the right-hand side, but great work by Naya to keep that one away. And now we go back into regularly scheduled possession programming, but I have to say, that corner looked very, very dangerous for Empire.
It was going to be one of those goals that just end up going in, and everyone's like, how has that happened? There's about 10 bodies in the box, and somehow it just bounces in that direction. In the end, a good sort of scramble defence, panic defence from Famalicao gets that rid. But Digital Sports, I mean, I'm liking the way they're passing the ball around. They are really using the width. They're also going narrow. They're not sticking to one sort of idea. There's not going to be one way to stop them. If the narrow's the better option, they'll go narrow. If the width's the better option, they'll go the wide option. But only one goal to call for it, and I think that's the big concerning thing. In a game where you control it on your own server against One Mind, you want to score as many as you possibly can. One goal for me is not going to win it for them. For sure. They're gonna have to get 2 or 3, and they've not got a lot of time left to do it. And if One Mind get an equaliser, it's going to be, even then, it's going to be a very, very hard road back. As soon as you give them the comfort of their own server, they're going to hold all the possession, and they're going to completely dominate. And it's going to take an incredible masterclass in defending, which we have seen Digital Sports do. You said it was a 1-0 win across the 2 legs in the quarterfinals, so they have done it before.
Yeah.
But you really want to try your luck against One Mind? I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't, as a header does go over the crossbar there. But I would say One Mind haven't looked particularly threatening in this game. So I don't think there's that worry unless someone makes a mistake that they're going to be able to find a goal. I think this one probably will end 1-0. Although the transfer in possession may make that a possibility. Oh, no. Just about ends up back with the goalkeeper.
Yeah, there's a lot to keep your eyes on, a lot to watch here at the PFL Champions Cup, as there always is. But final 10 minutes of that game between Digital Sports and One Mind, and it looks like that is going to be how it ends, just that 1-0, although there is a bit of a foul happening over there, but it looks like just a yellow card, nothing doing, and Digital Sports are going to take over. They could really do with a cushion. They could do with a second goal, as we will move on to One Mind's server after this game, and halftime in the other match between Empire and Famalicao. Both teams scoreless after 45 minutes. Digital Sports had already taken the lead in their game, and that one is going to go offside on your right-hand side of your screen. So with 83 minutes gone, still plenty of time for, of course, One Mind to come back into this, especially on their home leg ped. And we've already talked about it a little bit, but that ping differential is so key in these matchups.
Oh, it is. I mean, you'll see a completely different One Mind side next game. They already knew what was going to happen in this game. I'm actually wondering what the scenario is and who gets to choose to go first, to be honest, because I like the idea of One Mind is going into that second game, you'll know how many goals you need to score on your own server.
Yeah.
Digital haven't got a clue. They just have to, sort of pray to God and hope that One Mind won't cause the problems. But I know they will. I've seen it. Yeah. I've seen the situation play like this very, very often. In the 2-legged affairs, and it's just sort of at the moment it just feels like the ball's just not sticking to feet. Maybe that's the thing with FC and football games is that delay for a game like Rocket League, for example, is so much different, because in FIFA it's like that's the difference between making a shot, clicking the button for a shot, and not clicking a shot, and it's like 0.0001 of a second. Like it's such a ridiculous time. But that's how long it takes for you. The battle is you to press B to shoot and them to press B to stand and tackle. If they're on the right servers, they've got no lag. That B's coming in faster than your B. And it's nothing to do with age or anything like that. That's the reality. That's why FIFA is such a stupid game to have lag on. In fact, they probably need to switch servers with Rocket League, and we wouldn't have a problem. But who knows? Hopefully they fix it. I don't think they ever will, but we can hope.
There you go. Digital Sports 1-0 winners in leg 1 of their game between One Mind. Lots for One Mind to do, so we will focus on the Empire versus Famalicao game, which is in its second half of the first leg. Still 0-0. Empire's home leg, though, so they really do need to get on the board here. They do need to be able to find something, but at the moment, they've not been able to. It's Polgish looking for the back post, looking for his captain. Oh, keeper's not dealt with it, but it will be cleared away by Famalicao, only to the edge of the box. Headed down, Polgish looking for more. Juze gonna have to send that one into the stands. Dangerous defending from the side of Famalicao, but Ped, they survive.
For now. And actually, I was going to say this, and I was holding it in just in case they conceded there. They'll probably concede after I say it, but Famalicao actually have been one of the only teams I've seen defend a 0-0 or a win on an away server this season. Genuinely, in the quarters, so good, even with the ping. And these guys are in Portugal. Look at the ping we're getting here on the Empire stream. 2 MS, 2 MS, 3 MS now. Where's he living? He's living in the server. He is the server. These guys will be on at least 30, maybe more. And as I mentioned before, that response time is absolutely crucial. Oh, that's a bad pass to Famalicao, and that's the exact mistake they're going to capitalise on. It's the 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper here, but it's offside. The save by the referee and the linesman. PM got already getting a message from me after the previous match of blowing the whistle when it was a corner kick, but we'll see here. Famalicao are put offside. Chance for Empire as they're breaking their way into the box. Can they find the pass across? That's the question here. It's going to be over the top, but that's going to be not good enough to... Ooh, what's going on? What's happened there? The goalie came out and the defender took the touch. The goalie fell over and it's fell to the striker of the Empire side, and they've got a first goal here out of bizarre circumstance.
Bizarre circumstance is right. Empire get the goal that they needed in this home leg. There is still a chance, though, for them to miss out. That's a big clearance from Empire. Now looking down the field. In from Dreze. Now Chisato, and Famalicao are going to want that goal back. It's Luca trying to get around. Jay Ling's intercepting onto the edge of the area. Chisato tries to cut his way through. Red timed!
Red time.
Oh, no. Needed to be better than that. Weaved his way through the Empire defense. But Ped's just not the composure at the end.
I can tell you from personal experience, that is pink. One of the hardest things to do whilst lagging. This is because of the FIFA player I was watching play. He could not green time for his life on Portuguese servers, to the point where he had to just stop trying to time shots at all and just go for the normal shots, which I can tell you is very, very not favoured in a game of 1v1. Yeah. So that is 100% ping. I mean, you can yellow time, but green timing's like near impossible. You've got to just deal with it. Because obviously you have to green time when you see the player get near the ball. That's when you need to click the button again. It's so unfair, but at the same time, FIFA have made it that way because they're lazy and don't want to fix the game. But yeah. I don't think these guys should be going for time finishes. Not in this game. Maybe in the next.
Not for Famalicao. Empire should be, absolutely. And they are.
Oh, they haven't done one? I don't think they've done one.
Yeah, Absco inside. Oh, looking for his striker. Just not going to be able to find it on this occasion. And Famalicao can come back the other end. It's counter-attack versus counter-attack right now. 73rd minute of this first game. And that's nice work from Luca. Gets it inside. And that's going to be a foul, surely, referee. Edge of the area. Dangerous position for Famalicao now.
Ooh, free kick. I've seen some of these going. Not from Famalicao in particular, but certainly teams. It's a nice little swing position there for the top right corner. If you get it into a certain position in the top right corner, it's probably unsavable. Let's see what they're going to do, though. They do go for a shot into the top right corner, and I'm absolutely spot on. I've called it into fruition. Or truition, whatever the word is. I'm not great
fruition.
with me.
Yeah, you're right.
Fruition. Okay, good. I was going to say fruition. There we go. GCSE English paid off. But there we go. Told you at top right corner, it can be placed to a position where it's not savable. And the actual power on the shot as well is absolutely outstanding. And I think probably set pieces are probably the only real way that lag doesn't interfere as much, because you actually get the time. So, I mean, that just shows it, right? As soon as you get something that it's not dependent on MS, a goal goes in. And now I've actually just thought of that great idea. That's exactly what I'm going to tell my FIFA player after this cast.
It's a good idea.
Set pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to wonder who gave away that free kick from the side of Empire, because it did feel necessary. Edge of the area, dangerous position for Famalicao, but at the end of the day, free kicks in this game, they can go in from pretty much anywhere, and Famalicao have proved that as now trying to shake their man. And you've also got to remember, Famalicao scoring that goal in their away leg, that could prove crucial. That could prove to be the deciding factor in this game. And I can tell you, Digital Sports versus VLG One Mind are getting their second leg underway. Remember, Digital Sports 1-0 victors in the first leg. We'll see if One Mind are going to be able to bring it back in the second leg. Home and away goals do not matter. It is literally going to be whoever wins on goals is going to be the victor. And I can tell you that there are 16 players in that lobby, which means it will get reset. So we can keep our eyes on Empire versus Famalicao for the end of this first leg, which is proving to be fascinating. Ball in, cleared away, corner chance.
I don't know if you've just seen what happened there for it to even stay in that half. The Empire player decided to boot it out into the throw-in. Not what I'd expect. I think that's the equivalent to in Rocket League when you touch the ball with the wrong part of your car. It was in. It wasn't. I was going to say 2 set pieces, 2 goals, but no, it's back to a goal kick. Very, very little time left. This for Empire is not a good result at all. It's not a flattering result. It's going to take a lot from them. The question is for both the first legs, have they done enough? Possibly. I've not really got the biggest of opinions. I mean, in the past, we've seen this not work out very well for the first team. I always feel like it's so much harder for the first team as well, who are hosting. I always feel like it's so much harder for them to win the series. I'd love to see the stats on that. You know, teams who have started first and winning the actual game. I think there'll be a lot of them who've lost because you don't know how much you need to score, and that's the problem. But Empire could do with a goal here at the closing goals of the match. I don't think they will get one. But if Empire somehow miraculously score 3 goals in the away leg, then my prediction for them is correct.
Yeah, hang on a moment. There is a chance here. Nation. Oh, that ball across is just not good enough. Absco going to try and keep it on. It's a sliding tackle. He was offside. I thought maybe that was going to be a free kick to Empire. One final roll of the dice, but no. Offside the call. And that will probably do it for this leg unless Famalicao can get on the end of that. No, they cannot. 1-1 game 1 finishes between Empire and Famalicao. And if you are a FC Famalicao fan, you're going to be absolutely loving that.
Yeah, I'm just looking back at my predictions and seeing how well they're doing. To be honest, I think both of them could... No, never mind. No, the 4-3 one was a bit steep. I was looking at your results. I was looking at your results, thinking,
so mine might work. Is that what you're saying? Come on.
I mean, 2 goals for One Mind's very likely to happen in this next game. Famalicao scoring 2 more and beating 2-1 in their home legs, definitely likely to happen as well. So I think you could be on the route to €20 here, Rhino. To be honest, I think you might have nailed it. I don't see Empire winning 4-3 anymore. That's not going to happen. I can see One Mind winning 4-1, but yeah, sometimes you don't get them right. I'm crap at predictions, especially football. For Rocket League, I can put in some good info, but
well, not according to the community, but that's by the by. As we get things back underway, Digital Sport 1-0 up against One Mind. We are back in the game for that one. So this is the second leg. One Mind's home leg now, and they've got to beat a 1-0 deficit. Can they do it? Not with passes like that. I actually do need to figure out which team is on which side now, because it's not telling me in the top left. I believe Digital Sport are kicking right to left in the black, and One Mind kicking left to right in the white, as Forfadou taking this one, passing to Warren G. It's going to be Francio to the frontal, off the crossbar, close to the opener, but no cigar from One Mind.
Oh, I was about to jump up and say I'm right again, but I think that's already proven that I'm right, because we didn't see One Mind have a shot in the entirety of the last game, and already in the first 5 minutes they've picked the crossbar. So there you go, PO there on the throw-in. He's going to look to find a teammate here. He launches it downfield. Withen's going to be on the top of it. Zambi does get a touch in there, and it's going to be poofed away. The defender needs to be careful here, not make any mistakes. Oh, lightly. Did not touch it lightly. That's for certain. Francio back to Noisy. My bad, who's played it to D the G. He's been flattened in the box. Referee says it was fair play. And now another long ball. Oh, look at that. Look at the quality of that one. As Joro down the line once more to Withen. Can he find the cross in here? He goes across the byline, and whoever that is needs to watch the ball. Could have been a perfect pass. Could have been, a step closer to goal.
Could have been. Could have been. I am going to need to just quickly change my... Oh, no. Nashor had just gone offline for a moment, but he is back. So we will have that game as and when it comes up. But DeFrezzel going to take this one. He's trying to make a few men miss. Getting out the very nice, but it's not going to do any more than that. The ball over the top is not going to find anyone. And, well, it's back to the start for XPO and Digital Sports, who I'm pretty sure No, this is for Famalicao in the white, right? We've got Warren.
No, One Mind.
One Mind.
Famalicao's the other series right now. They're playing against Empire at the moment.
I'm losing everybody, man. I'm all over the place. So Fofadu is for
One Mind.
What are you saying? One Mind. Okay.
One Mind, yeah. So the white's One Mind, the black's
Warren.
Digital Sports.
Past the elbow. There's a chance here. D the G over to the right hand side. I thought D the G played for One Mind.
No. D the G's the striker for Digital Sports. Digital Sports, yeah.
Oh,
the one player we know from Digital Sports.
The what? Yes, that's right. We're locked in. Don't worry about it. Noisy to Goose is now gonna left and right, and for the pressure that they had at the start, Ped, that One Mind had at the start, it's been a little bit safe from them since. But just as I say that, there's players crowding the box. Jeff has got to get this one clear. Digital Sports survive again, and how long can they keep this defensive effort up?
I'm questioning some of the One Mind strategies. The player's right in front of you, rather than going for a ground pass, you flick the ball to his head. Why are we doing that? You'd want to go to the feet. I mean, the one concern I have as well here for One Mind is they have such a high defensive line that at any moment in time, one ball over the top could be the demise of them, which isn't too pretty to see. But they've definitely looked more lively on the offense. Still haven't had any success in the first 25 minutes. Empire look like the threat on the home serve has been neutralised in terms of any sort of attacking threat going forward. Possession has completely changed course, completely under control by One Mind. So that means, that's a positive for One Mind. But I think the Frezzo needs to calm down a little bit. He thinks he's mini Messi. Withen tried to follow in his footsteps before and didn't work so well. But here we go now. Francio going to be bullied off the ball, and both players end up beaten in a couple of passes, and now all of a sudden we have a bit of a counter-attack on our hands. That's a beautiful pass. Hang on a second. 4v4 here. Can they play it correctly? There was no chance to play a shot. He goes for it. Saved by Barisha, and that is the problem. If that's a green time shot, that's probably a goal. But again, you can't do it on the away serve. It's so annoying. But I think that's probably why One Mind have trusted the fact to play a high line.
Yeah, for sure. Seems to be the case, as Cruz now with the ball for Digital Sports, going to try and waste as much time as possible. Digital Sports with that 1-goal advantage from the first leg. This game finishes 0-0. They will be going through to the final, but we've already seen the One Mind press. We've already seen them play very aggressive, and we know they could find the key to unlock this Digital Sports defense. Now D the G going to try and find something himself. Gets pressured, has to go back to Albo, inside to Ari Gold, back to D the G. Nice passing from Digital Sports. It's not taken over. Bokbut tries to get through. And that clearance isn't very convincing at all. And on defense, it's fair to say One Mind at the moment just look a little bit shaky, Ped.
I'm worried. I'm very, very worried for One Mind. They are not looking lively as they have in previous weeks. I think the Digital Sports defense is considerably better than anybody they've ever played. And I don't know whether they're up for that challenge. But, all it might take is a bit of a scrappy goal to go in. We're playing crosses now to the smallest player on the field. Not the brightest idea, but yeah, I think maybe one goal goes in, the floodgates open. But I'm fancying Digital Sports to get a goal or two here from this high line. I am really am. I just think the annoying thing is on these services, what I've seen is you've got to score your goals from close range, like hugging the goalkeeper. That's another cross onto the keeper. Stop going for crosses. Let's work the ball forward. That's what they're usually good at doing, working it forward. But to me, it just looks like they're running out of ideas on what to do. So the crosses are coming out, just trying to, let's get a whip cross in there. But they haven't really got that much height. I mean, a lot of their fast strikers are just fast, nippy, skinny little things. You can't win a battle in a duel, rather than someone who's 6'7", no pace at all, but he can score a header when you want him to, like a centre-back. So It'll be interesting to see, but just before half-time would be a great time to score and tie things up here for One Mind. They're going to get away with it, but again, blocked off. Really, really good there from Digital Sports to get there in time. The referee blows the whistle. We go into half-time, 1-0 in aggregate scoreline for Digital Sports. One Mind need to do more. In this team talk here, Rhino, what would you be saying to the players if you were the manager?
I'd be saying this is our home server, boys. We've got to get a goal. We've got to be able to press. And yeah, I think, as you said, taking away that crossing would be the best option. You got to try and work it into the box with teams like this. Digital Sports, they're going to try and frustrate. They're going to play that kind of low block. Just try and make sure that you are not able to get past that defense. But they've been able to get through a couple of times, spinning in and out of defensive players. They've just not been able to get that finishing touch. If they keep finding those chances, they will score. They will bring this game to 1-1 or potentially more. But they really need to believe that they are in this to win it. And at the moment, I just don't think those players do, to be honest with you.
They need to start believing. They need to get some belief in there. It's concerning. It's concerning. Yeah, I don't know. Are they playing with belief? I've not seen it like this before. The other game, obviously, as you can see there on the left, has started the second leg of that game. 1-1, the score in the first leg, right? It's Famalicao's now home leg. And we've already seen what Famalicao can do. On away ping, you're going to be amazed at what they do on home ping. And if they also do what a One Mind's doing right now, I am going to jump up and down on my chair and have a fit. Because I've seen them do it before. And they both decided to do tonight. Oh! And we just miss a bit of a power shot there. But if they both don't do it tonight, and both don't show up in their home leg, I'm going to be very disappointed. Severely disappointed. Because it will not follow the rhythm of the rest of the PFL Champions Cup sort of run.
Yeah, for sure. And that will be very, very interesting indeed. But for the moment, this is where we sit. Famalicao and Empire both sit tied 1-1. In that left box that you can see, Empire kicking right to left in the darker blue kit. Famalicao in the white kit kicking left to right. As now there is a chance for Empire here. Warren Beast tries to get that one through. And you talked about a 6'7" striker who can score a header if you want. Warren Beast is exactly that player, Ped, for Empire. He's done it a few times for them this season, and he's looked very, very good doing it. He definitely can get those goals over the line, but we're back in play. There's a chance for a power shot, will be cleared away by De Brunks, and Empire can spark a counter-attack. Oh my goodness. Almost getting across there. And I was going to say, I didn't hear you, so I was just going to start talking and hope you realised that you
I did.
Yourself.
I did, yeah. I was just going to say, there was a really good cross in there from One Mind, and then they've not taken the shot when they needed to. Instead, they I don't know, they just seem to be playing with a certain nervousness that we've not seen before from this team. Regret or hesitation. And hesitation in games like this, you can't hesitate. You've got to do it. Otherwise, the time you take to play the play you want to do, it's over. They've already got a foot in. They've already got the ball back, and it's already in your half, about to go in your net. You've got to be fast. You can't take the time that you can take in certain other games. So that's a great chance for Famalicao, given away for a free kick to the goalkeeper. And it doesn't really matter. I mean, that one could go to extra time and pens, realistically, if it stays 0-0. But as you said, though, you said the 6'7" striker, right? And that's for Empire, who are on the away serve. That's actually great, because if they get a corner, brilliant for them. They have enough time to set up the corner. They have enough time to get the player on the header. I mean, obviously, free kicks are better, but corners work as well. I mean, you just get a big lad with his head on the ball, and no one else is as tall as him. He should be able to win the header, just like a big Virgil van Dijk or a Vincent Kompany. They're players in Ultimate Team that do a good job at it. And headers are pretty much unsavable in FIFA when they come off. Low shot. Should have went for the corners. Should have went for the corners. But a good save, yeah. And we'll give it to Gordon Banks. We'll give it. Oh, there's a funny story, actually. There was a goalkeeper who did absolutely tremendous. I can't remember who it was. Now, I think it was maybe the team One Mind were playing. When it was 1-0, I think one leg may have been quite close. And he had an absolutely amazing performance in goal. As soon as the servers changed, he was probably the worst goalkeeper in the entire competition. I was bigging him up, saying, "Oh, he's absolutely incredible." As soon as the servers changed, he didn't make a single save. I was like, "Oh, poor guy. He'll have felt so wholesome when I'm talking about him then, and then in the next game he'll have just been completely ripped apart and maybe not the best of times." But
play advantage ref on the Famalicao game. That's outrageous.
We're seeing deeper possession right now for One Mind. I mean, we have for the whole game, and again, try and be too complicated. Just play simple football, simple passing play, trying to do too many skill moves.
Ball in.
Oh,
what a
Empire!
save!
Was that
Eddie
Big Warren?
Martins. That is a fantastic save on that side. Empire really had a chance there to get that one over the line. The away side in this
Was that Big Warren?
side, it is. I think it was Warren as well, but he was completely unmarked. Chance again
Oh!
will go wide, and no deflection means it's a goal kick. But Empire the aggressors in that game, which I don't think we would have expected.
Ball.
It's a good ball.
Oh, will he beat him? Oh, he won't. Thought that could have been it. That could have been the chance the goalkeeper get caught out on the other side of on the screen. But Empire, wow, really dominating the game on the away server this time, showing that it's not just a home server thing, and they're going to get through again. They're putting pressure on. Famalicao can't really breathe at the moment. Empire are right down their necks, winning the possession back. You'd think they were the home side here. And again, a free kick, another chance for them to excel forward and get a goal. Get Big Warren in the box, put it on his head, see what happens. They can't definitely shoot from there. That's a decent looking ball. No one's going to win it. And it will just go back to Famalicao, but they need to sort of find something soon as well. I know it's the first half in this game, plenty of time left, but there's also plenty of time for Empire to catch them by surprise. I mean, on the home team, you want to be scoring goals in that first half and making a statement. We are home now. Good night. That should be the statement, but One Mind have not done a very good job of it. We're now sat in the 80th minute, and their amazing run is 10 minutes away from coming to an end. They need to find a goal to take this to extra time. I don't think they'll be able to find two. They'll need a last-minute, scrappy, scrawny, crappy goal, I think. They haven't really opened up any chances or opportunities or elsewhere. If it's the man to do it, I reckon it's going to be Francio. He's been really good at popping up, or maybe the Fresel as well. But again, it just doesn't look like it's their night. It just doesn't look like the stars have aligned for them.
This is what Digital Sport are doing, though. Hang on a moment. Is he onside? That's going to be
He's
the question.
onside.
He might drop. No!
Whoa!
Oh, hang on. He's bouncing around all over the place. Is there a penalty shout? It will go out for a throw-in to One Mind, and you just feel that these chances need to go in the back of the net, Ped, and they are just not, and that's offside. It will go back to Digital Sport. Oh, I thought there was a goal in the other game then.
Yeah, hits the side netting from Empire. I think maybe a corner across the back post, gets a free shot. Famalicao really concerned in defending, really. You know, they're the home side. They should be covering all bases and being there before the shot comes in. No, letting Empire get some shots away, maybe too complacent there. Hopefully now, though, we see something different here from One Mind. We need a goal from them. They know it's only one needed. As a flick over the top, a header into the centre, a chance to shoot. No, the touch too heavy. Still in the middle, this keeper with the safe hands comes and saves it. Empire now on the other side of things, tackled away, and Famalicao are going to try and launch a counter-attack, which you wouldn't expect them to be doing on their home server.
You certainly wouldn't. But Empire are building again. Tico Beast now down the left-hand side, cuts it inside. And Empire building well. Nice tackle, though. Famalicao going to be able to bring it away. And tell you what, on the other side, One Mind only have one additional minute to find a goal. It has to be now. The crossfield ball comes through, but the left winger is going to get in front of his man. It's going to bounce. There's going to be a chance. It's going to be cleared away. And that might just do it. It's Digital Sports, your first finalists of the Champions Cup here at PFL.
Wow. I am absolutely gobsmacked, Rhino. Absolutely gobsmacked at what I've just witnessed there. That is insanity. One Mind have had an undeniable, excellent run. And Digital Sport, for the second time in a row, hold out a 1-0 lead in 2 legs.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible defense from them. I think you might have been right with your earlier call. I think you might have been right. You know, you said they're the ones who are going to win it. And a team that can defend like that home and away, wow. Yeah. They know that they're happy with 1 goal. How many teams do you know that are happy with 1 goal? They are over the moon with 1 goal. That's it for them. They've won because they can defend like that when it comes to it. You know, they understand the ping. They understand how it's going to affect them, and they can deal with it. But let's see if we can see a winner here now. Currently, there's no one who's winning this game. It's tied at 1-1, 0-0 in the second leg. Famalicao haven't really done anything in this game. It has literally been Empire. Probably have about 17 shots to 3. So that's quite concerning if you are a Famalicao fan. I'm quite concerned because I thought Famalicao were better than this. But again, you know, it's so hard to sort of define the level of teams in earlier in the competition. It just looks like the same game. It's obviously definitely fine details that players do that make them a better team. I think for Empire, the fact they can do this on the away server really says a lot about them and how experienced they are with the ping, with the servers. and how experienced they are with clubs in general. They seem to have a very, very good understanding of how the club's community works. Although with balls like that, oh, what's going on? I was going to say the keeper taking a little bit too long there to pick it up. I was going to say balls like that should not be going anywhere, but it nearly did. That's a good little flick on. A counter-attack again from Famalicao, but they just need to start playing some shots again. Too many turns. He's doing donuts in the middle of the field. You're not a car, you're a player. Pass the ball. But no. Yeah, we see that from many teams. Too many fancy flicks and all that. Just get some basic football going, pass and move, rather than doing all this fancy stuff. Oh, it's bad. Oh, he's done well.
The free kick taken was not ideal, but they've recovered, have Famalicao, and now they're going to be moving forwards. Randomizer looking left and right. Does go back to Gonzalo. And now Dreze can build. Looking for this one for Famalicao. Remember, this game finished 1-1 in the first leg. Tico Beast now with some chance. Is that going to be offside? No, there's another man back for Famalicao. The defensive line for FC Famalicao looks a little bit worse for wear. But if they're making defensive plays like that, Ped, they're going to be okay with it.
Yeah, listen, I'm absolutely gobsmacked at what's happened in these two semi-finals. Both have gone away from my prediction, to be honest. Well, maybe not the Empire one, although the Empire one was influenced by yourself.
Hello.
I was going to go for Famalicao originally, but I think Empire might just take this one. If this goes to penalties, I don't see Empire losing, unless the red time and penalties on the ping, which would be quite funny to watch. But no, so far Famalicao have not really had any sort of entrances towards net. I don't know if they've had a shot. I can't remember a shot anyway. Not one that was close to going in. They just need to start shooting. I mean, all this is great, all this passing around the back, but it's your home server, If you're a home team at home with your fans playing it around the back, you're going to be getting booed off.
Yeah.
You want the home team to be attacking, you want the home team to be going out there. They've got a 3-5-2, and yet every single attack and play they go for seems to be narrow. Whereas look at Empire, they're using the width, they're using the narrow, they're using every option on the field available. So when Empire are defending narrow, but that's a brilliant ball. The keeper's out.
Oh no!
Oh, it's a bad touch from the keeper.
Like
they need a player in the middle. Shot comes in.
Great save.
Oh!
Great
still
save.
time.
Still
on. Still on.
Cross goalkeeper scores! Famalicao 1-0 in the second leg. Finished game number 1-1-1. So they are in prime position to take this semi-final and meet Digital Sports in that grand final. And maybe they will be with another chance. Ball out to the right-hand side. Luca cuts inside. Will be dealt with by Nair. And now all of the onus, Ped, is on Empire.
They've been the dominant team in this game as well. Maybe some people feel like they've been hard done by there. I think the keeper did have to come out. I think that was a necessary precaution. I think if the keeper doesn't come out, then he's in a 1v1 situation against the striker. So it doesn't really matter. The touch wasn't great, obviously. But then, the original save's made. The defence just need to be better there. And obviously, they weren't in this one situation in the entire game. And that could cost them their entrance ticket to the final, in which I feel like they thoroughly deserved, seeing how they've played on this ping. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you play, it matters how many points you score. And so far, we're needing 1 point from the side of Empire as the progression on the field here. But again, it just doesn't work out. One of them gets tackled, ends up spinning out there into a defender of Famalicao. That's going to be a foul, given advantage. That's through the middle. Clinical. Oh, the extra ball wasn't on, but they've won it back. 4 of them here. Can they make it work? One more goal here would surely be the salt in the wound. But no, 1 back, cleared away. Still going to be possession to Famalicao. That's important possession. They know now they just have to hold out for 30 minutes and then it's GG. They're in the final. But they need to step it up a level if they win this game, Rhino. They really need to step it up because
Digital Sports look great. They look fantastic. Yeah. That's a interesting ball forwards. Keeper is going to take that in line with the 18-yard box, apparently. So Edu Martins will gladly take that in his hands and take a little bit of time wasting along with it. As this ball headed down by Nair into J-Lings, fires it through to Tico Beast. Warren Beast now takes a long shot, testing Edu Martins' reflexes, and they are going to have to start doing that, Empire, as the time ticks on. 8 minutes left of regular time, and that one's going to go out for an Empire throw. So another chance to attack the Famalicao goal.
Yeah, here we go. It's a good flick on them. From Famalicao, we were holding possession firmly. They could get another one here. That's a great header. Oh, bad touch. Bad first touch. And now it's time for Empire to break away. Here we are.
They need to not panic. They need to not rush.
Good little
rushing.
flick on. Just need a header. Oh, but it works. Oh, what a
Chance.
bad, such a bad touch there. They could have been through 1-on-1. Could have took this one to extra time. They're still on the ball though. Nice little manoeuvres to try and move it around the field.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Luca NR1 as well. The player you do not want to be given the ball to. But it's a great, great tackle. Gets back in the nick of time there. Oh, Empire.
Recovery. Hang on. Absco still got it. Down the line. Warren Beast looking for the ball into the middle. It's not going to find a teammate, but Atsuhito finds Nair. Now looking for the ball in again. It's going to go to the back post where Jaylings is waiting. Absco tries to bring it down. 90 minutes has elapsed. There's only 1 minute remaining, and the keeper's got to come out here. Just got to pump it forwards.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Molly?
Got to pump it forwards now. Got to send it long. Has it been too long? It hasn't, but the header away will win the game for Famalicao. And that is your final. Digital Sports versus Famalicao.
Yeah. Wow. I'm blown away. I am blown away. Both results went. I think the Famalicao one I can understand more. Although I don't think Famalicao played particularly well. That's just a hot take there for you. I think they need to pick it up. That's the worst I've seen Famalicao play, and that's absolutely the worst I've seen One Mind play. Again, you've got the question of, well, maybe they haven't faced the same competition. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's actually worked out pretty nicely for you.
I was saying, look at this, yeah.
I mean,
I predicted it.
Brilliant. There you go. You didn't predict it on the
There you go. No, I didn't.
sheet, but you did predict it on the graphics. So there you go. Maybe that one can count. But this is going to be an interesting final. Disappointed in One Mind. Really disappointed in One Mind. I thought they were going to win it all. I was selling the dream to you, and they just didn't turn up tonight, unfortunately. But listen, we've still got two very, very strong competitors here. Famalicao need to step it up in their home fixture. Digital Sports are happy with the 1-0 either way. It doesn't really matter how they do in their home fixture. As long as they get a goal, they're happy. Happy as Larry. So be interested to see who hosts, see who takes the first spin at the gauntlet. I wonder if they flip a coin or something, or do a virtual game of rock, paper, scissors for that. We never know. But yeah, I think it's going to be pivotal for this game. Whoever starts on the home server. If Digital Sports, I think they can just win that game 1-0. If it's Famalicao, might ask more questions. Although, as I say, they need to make a lot more use of that 3-5-2 formation they're playing. Use the wider players. They didn't really use them at all. At least not for the width of the field. They used the narrow side of things. Use a bit of width. Use that width for the field. Go to the byline. Play some sweaty passes across. Everyone hates a sweaty goal, but at the same time, it's the most convenient way to score in a game of FC. So make that happen. At the moment, I'm not too sold on the dream for Famalicao. They can pick up on mistakes, but how many mistakes are Digital Sports going to make in defence? We didn't see a single one in the previous game.
Yeah, and that's where the problem is going to come for them. You have to imagine they are going to have to do what they didn't do in those semi-finals, and I think Digital Sports defense on their away leg looked better than did it though? I was going to say it looks better than Empire's defense on the away leg, but I'm not sure I truly believe that, Ped. I think it's pretty tight between the two. So Famalicao have proven already that they can score in the away leg, and that is the biggest difference right now for anyone. They are the only ones in the semi-finals who was able to do that. And so taking that through into the finals, if they're able to get that goal on that away leg, that could be the difference between going home with nothing and going home with €500.
Yeah, I'd have to say Digital Sports are better defence, just off the fact that they didn't make a mistake as bad as the one that the goalkeeper and the defenders made in the previous game for Empire. I think that mistake alone puts it as a better performance. Very easy to make. The Empire line was pushed up too far for a team that was defending away. What we've seen from Digital Sports was they played a very deep line. They understood what was going to happen if they played a more high line, and they dealt with it absolutely perfectly. So I think it all comes down to how Famalicao change things. They've got to change something for me. I don't think playing the way they just did, they're going to win this game. If I had to make a prediction now based off performance, based off form, I'd have to go Digital Sports, to be honest. I'd have to.
Yeah, I have to agree. And it's one of those situations where on the day, anything is possible. On the day, anything can happen, and it's how you show up. These kinds of tournaments, these kinds of single elimination tournaments are so difficult to manage because you have one off day and suddenly your entire tournament is gone. It's out the window. And I feel like that has happened a little bit. Not necessarily for Empire. They made one mistake. That's not an off day. That's an off moment. They were fantastic for a majority of those 2 legs against Famalicao. They just weren't able to see it over the line in that away leg. And One Mind, I genuinely believe they had an off day. We know a lot of those players. We know what they're about. And for them to perform in the way that they did today, I think they're going to be disappointed in their performance. So in the semi-finals game, where it mattered, the teams that are through to that final are Digital Sports and Famalicao. And the most important thing for both of these teams is they're in the lottery. They've given themselves the chance to go home with that €500. Remember, this is an all or nothing tournament. You get nothing for second place. You either win and take home the money or you lose. There is no other option. And Ped, both of these teams are going to be feeling that pressure now, I would think.
You got to say there's an entrance fee as well. These teams
absolutely
haven't got in for free, so they've had to reach into pocket for this. So they want the pockets, everybody else's pockets, essentially. That's what they're trying to play for here. So let's see how it's going to go. We're probably going to have to wait 15 minutes to ramble on. Usually the case with these teams, stubborn teams. Get me in a call with them and I'll sort them out, whip them to place. But no, that's it. I feel bad for Moe more than anyone. It's not his fault. It's the teams like to take the time. They'll go and walk the dog or go outside and have a cigarette or something around those lines. There'll be something going on that's going to be mildly inconvenient to the stream. But me and Ryan were very entertaining. You don't need to see a game for us to entertain you. That's why we're here for. We are here to entertain. I mean, there's not much else we can show you in terms of pretty screens. So we'll go through the.
We can go to a Be Right Back screen if you want. What I would
no. Well, we don't need to do that.
Well, what I would say is for Famalicao, their roster is ready. I can see their team.
There you go.
All 11 in. They're ready. They're ready for this final. I cannot say the same about Digital Sports. I do not know what their Twitch is saying. So let me just do a little bit of research as I quickly have a look and see who is streaming for Digital Sports. It is going to be Jeff, who I know is streaming, and Digital Sports, they are missing one player.
Right.
One player, their Cam, whoever it happens to be.
From?
We've got 21 out of 22 players. We're almost there, Ped. We're almost there.
Okay, I'm gonna deep breath and
deep breath. There's always
these
one.
Guys, German. Is that Digital Sports? They German.
Yes.
I did see the. Okay, I was gonna say I see the
yes.
top left. What is it called? Where it usually says, I don't even know what it says. Where the scoreboard is in the top left of the screen, it had a little bit of writing there, and I was like, it looks like German. It could be Dutch. If it's not Dutch, it could be Belgian. It could be one of the three. But there we go. It is German versus Portugal final.
Yeah, it is.
Not too sure how heavy that's going to be on the servers, mind you. Be interesting to see that. Controversial one then. If we flip the finals, the semi-finals around, and you had Famalicao versus One Mind and Digital Sports versus Empire, how do you think that would have went?
I think that Famalicao versus One Mind game would have been fireworks. That two very attacking teams, two teams that want to press forwards, two teams that really want to make it difficult for their opponents by just pressing them into oblivion. I think we'd have seen some wonderful, wonderful action there. Who would have won that game? That's the question. I think on the day, Famalicao were the better side. I think I saw more from them, to be honest with you. I don't know if you agree, but that's where my head's at right now. I think Famalicao, for their away leg performance, was better than any performance I saw from One Mind tonight, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
that's
I'd be inclined to agree with that. I think what's really bizarre for me is that Famalicao played better on the away leg than they did on the home, and I think I think Empire also played better on their away leg than home. So it was like, what's going on? Why are they doing this? But I think it's just mentality thing as well. I think when you're playing on the away leg, you should want to work 10 times harder because it can go against you any moment. But it could be that mentality, and I think teams do get complacent when they're on the home leg. One Mind, Famalicao, Empire, even to go 1-1 in that game is a very poor result for them. on their home leg. Digital Sports, I can't say the same. They were the only team who didn't concede a goal in the top four. So their defensive record, I was saying it about one mind, but I'm actually an idiot. I forgot Digital Sports is sat there. Digital Sports probably have the least goals conceded in the competition. Now
I think they must do, yeah.
I mean, two rounds there with no goals conceded, 1-0 wins. Definitely the highest goal difference, but definitely the least goals conceded, I think, maybe in the whole competition. Murray can do the work in the background for that. There you go, Murray. Twitter post for you. Don't give you nothing.
Best defense, yeah.
There you go, best defense. Definitely. I mean, that was, again, full team effort.
They were stalwart, weren't they? Stalwart.
Yeah, exactly what you expect to see from an away team and a home team. A home team, they played a bit more aggressive. Away team, they dropped the line. Exactly what you expect to see. Exactly what you see in normal football, to be honest with you. That's how you end up lining up in, well, especially in League Two. I don't know about the Premier League, but when we were in League Two, Tranmere at the moment, well, we are playing defensive every game because we're nearly bottom of the league. But on a good season, the usual way to do it is attack at home and defend away. That's the way you tend to play. So, I mean, that's sort of bog standard gameplay. And even then, Digital Sports can cause problems on the breakaway. I said about, One Mind having a very high line. I think Famalicao are going to do the exact same thing. So there will be opportunities there for Digital Sports when they play on the away leg to break through and find maybe a one-on-one chance or a shot opportunity against the keeper. Just from that line being pushed too high.
Ped, we're gonna come to the end of our conversations because the invite is being sent out. The two teams are in their respective lobbies. 22 players fight for €500. Will it be Digital Sports? Will it be FC Famalicao? The invite has been sent. We are now just waiting for it to be received on the other side. There it is. And now the game will begin. Will it require a restart? That is the question that we always have to ask. Ped's got his aviators on. I'm going to join him because why not? This is a grand final of the PFL Champions Cup €500 tournament. Ped, we are getting this grand final two legs underway.
I need to do say that was not scripted. That was absolutely not scripted. We were both messing around with sunglasses at the exact same time. That's quite comedic. But no, we're here. It's been a long time coming. It's about damn time we got to the finals. It's about damn time. It's not on the 23rd of November. And this isn't the game.
That's not the
What's
game.
going on here? This isn't the game. This is the website.
We've had a disaster. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Rhino's aviators have hurt his vision. But here we go. Here's the right screen. Here we are now. Both teams walking onto the field. 22 players on the tick. Let's hope the lobby is fine. No problems with this one. Please, fingers crossed, toes crossed. Let's hope it's good for everybody. I think the usual thing is like a speed up glitch where the game just goes really fast for the team. And it looks like it's okay for now. Let's just hope no one leaves the lobby. Keep your eyes on the prize here. It usually happens around about now if people are going to leave the lobby. But it looks like it's all right.
Yeah.
And it looks like Digital Sports are the home leg. We're watching from the Famalicao side. I can tell you with that beautiful blue and white kit there.
We are.
So Digital Sports then the united color of black, very dark, very death-like, very doom. Maybe it's a foreshadowing context behind the kit color.
Yeah, maybe. Nashaw's going to be on the first corner of the game, which realistically was a bit of an unforced error coming through from Digital Sports. So Famalicao with a chance to get on the board early. Near post header goes all the way through for a Digital Sports throw-in. And I like the concept, Ped, the execution less so.
Yeah, that's going to be the best opportunity. To snab a cheap goal here for Famalicao in this game. Is going to be from a set play. We've seen how well the free kicks work, so I'd just be playing for free kicks. Although they're probably not going to be thinking ahead to that. If I was the manager of the team, that's what I'd be picking out. They nailed one into the top right corner on the way serve in the game against Empire, so you'd expect them to be able to do it again. So here we are, and again, they're looking good. Better Famalicao, actually, than they did in the previous game. Again, that's what I was saying. It's so hard to tell the difference between the teams, the skill level. So maybe Empire were actually a better team than Digital Sports. We'll come to that in a minute. It doesn't look like so at the moment. There's not been any goals. Oh, that's a good win back of the ball there for Digital Sports. Good again. Famalicao, they're looking a lot more lively, but I don't know whether that's down to the fact that Digital Sports are worse or they're playing better. It's hard to tell.
It's a great question. As Albo looking for that through ball over the top should be dealt with by Troyzier and his Taziek. into Dreze and plays that one forwards into Randomizer, who can now find the left-hand side where Chisato's waiting, cutting left and right, but in the end, having the ball robbed, and now Ilhan takes this forwards, but Chisato, good tracking back, lose the ball, go back and win it. Great work from Chisato. Randomizer collects again, and Famalicao, they're going to have to build once more, and it's not exactly been electric after that first 10 minutes from Famalicao. Both teams being able to get control of the ball, but only really in their back kind of third of the pitch, and that pass isn't going to work either. Albo has some players over on the left-hand side. Now working inside is Timox into Ari Gold. D the G tries to force it through. Timox wins it back. D the G still has the ball, trying to cut left and right. Does cut back towards the penalty spot. Is there a penalty in there? No, there's not, according to the referee. Play goes on, still 0-0.
It is indeed, but the player with the ball, the team with the ball, in all that lovely all-black kit, is Digital Sports, although one back now in the defensive half. Oh, bad touch there, though. Touch of an elephant. As it goes up for Digital Sports throw-in. They're here on the ball. Can they progress forward is the question. They haven't really had any true openings yet in this game. And they're going to maybe get a chance to here as they win the ball back. It's a nice chance to cross the ball in, but maybe just overexerted that last touch and then given away. Famalicao are going to try and launch one of the counter-attacks. And that's a great ball. Can they find it, though? They've got one on the left, one on the right. Which well, they're going to play the one on the right here, trying to get a cross in now towards the back stick. It's going to make it. Shot comes in, saved away. Corner kick again, Rhino.
Randomizer so close, and they're probably going to go for that front post tactic again. Keeper his way out to the 6-yard box, just trying to block it, but maybe there's a new plan on the horizon. Penalty spot, header comes in. Keeper will deal with that all day long. Cruz will be very thankful for that. Looks to try and get this counter-attack started early. Nice header down to D the G. Now Digital Sports starting to build. Ari Gold looks for the whip ball to the back post. There is no one there. Chisato to deal with it and lump it forwards to get Digital Sports back inside their own half.
Yeah, and here we go again. It's deja vu. We're seeing Famalicao control the game, and yet no chances come from it. And Digital Sports do win it back on a dangerous area. Great floated ball across the top. Just needed to pull the trigger. Didn't. And the goalkeeper will pick it up in his hands, and that's going to be way too far. Although, no,
it's just got a little bit too much momentum.
That's a very, very long kick. Very long kick from the goalkeeper. Half to half. Could have aimed at the net, and then maybe they got a goal. Jack Butland.
Paul Robinson. Give another shout out. It's,
might be too old for me, though.
Yeah, it's an old Spurs versus Watford game. Over the top of Ben Foster, actually, if you
I do know Ben Foster.
Yeah,
but I think that game might have been when I was either very young or not alive.
Likely the prior, but yeah, unfortunately the age difference could mean that it could be either. Hang on a moment, Famalicao. Randomizer looking for the pass. It's not the right play. He was offside anyway. And so, yeah, was going to get pulled back either way, but Ped, talk to me about that decision not to shoot at the near post.
It just doesn't seem to have the confidence. I mean, that's surely a confidence thing, you know. He doesn't want to be the man to miss, essentially. He'll let his teammate miss instead. But they're going to win it back here. And a chance to shoot, please. Pull the trick. Stop doing fancy flicks. Oh, trying to do another bloody Maradona turn in the box. Just shoot. Maradona turns are going to be the death of this team. I tell you now, honestly, these guys are overthinking it every time they get the ball. It's like, oh, no, I need to do, you know, a Cruyff turn or Maradona turn, do a rainbow flick. No, just hit the ball, press B. Put some power behind it and shoot. You never know what's going to happen if they try and manual goalkeeper or so on and so forth. You know, it could go anywhere. So, again, another sort of opportunity that Famalicao haven't taken. I mean, they've had the better opportunities here on their away fixture. Very, very impressive from them. We're seeing now, look at the ping on the right there, 44. And we've seen what Digital Sports got in the last game. They had 3. So, I mean, it's going to be quite a ping differential. But they're not shooting on the goal, having a chance, but they're not going to get anywhere with it. They just have possession. And I guess in a way they might be acceptable with that. You know, oh, it's possession. As long as they don't score, we're fine. But no, just please score a goal. They're going to get a chance again. Shot comes in this time. And again! And again! Oh, it's going to be cleared. Oh, but
at least they're taking shots.
This time, yeah, they must have heard me. They have the stream open. But they're very good at winning the ball back, Famalicao, right now. And they didn't do that at all in the previous game. Maybe it's something to do with the height of the players now. Maybe the height difference in the teams. I don't know. I mean, I can clutch at as many straws as I like. But the point is, they're playing much better now, much more fluid. And it's not even on their home server. Chance to find a shot maybe here. They're barging their way into the box. Just shoot. There's a wall of black in the way. The black wall, I think you could probably say, There's about 7 or 8 players there in the full black kit, just blocking off any chances, any shots from going towards the goal before the keeper even has to think about making a save. That's too much power on the pass. It'll be a goal kick. Very good half from Famalicao, but I think they'd probably be disappointed that they haven't got a goal from it.
Well, that's one thing you can't discredit Digital Sports for is that back line. We talked about it in between the games. They are very, very difficult to break down. And that pass went a little bit awry. Luca over the top, but there are enough black shirts back to be able to clear this one away. And a counter-attack can spark. All right, on half-time, Ari Gold has to take this forwards. It's now into extra time of extra time. D goes to the byline, needs to get this ball across, keeps the ball, tries to get it to the edge of the area. Still there for Ilhan, cuts inside. It will be cleared away. And the first half will finish with an absolute mess at the edge of the Famalicao box. But it will finish 0-0 in the first quarter of this final.
What is with players and bloody shooting the ball today? You know, just put your laces through it, man. Stop doing skill moves. Too many defenders in the box for you to be doing skill moves. You know, if you're going to try anything, then try and turn your back and get a penalty. That's the smart way to do it. But bloody hell, trying to do, you know, rainbow flicks and what are they called? Hang on, let me think. What are they? When you do the step overs.
Step overs, right? Yeah.
It's been a long time since I played. Step overs. What are you doing step overs for when you need to shoot? You're in the penalty area. Just hit the ball.
Step over speed boost, man. They've not killed it.
It's certainly not working. I'll tell you that. Certainly not working. We need to see something different from both teams. Both teams not taking chances. I mean, Digital Sports there at the end could have got a goal. Famalicao could have had about 4. You know, with the chances they've had. So, you know, Famalicao continuing the same light. Surely they win, especially when mistakes like that. Surely! Top right corner. That's the man you want to shoot the ball. Luca NR1. He is the striker with noodle hair there, as you see. Straight into the top right corner. Not even a question about where that was going. And finally, Famalicao punished for a mistake made from the digital defense. And actually, I'm now inclined to agree that the Empire defense probably was better.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if it's their defense, but one thing that we have noticed, that's a tactical foul coming through. Big yellow card being earned. But yeah, you have to think Digital Sports defense has not been the problem. That wasn't really what the problem there was. Their passing has been poor. They've always been trying to pass through players, and it's finally caught up with them. Luca, the goal scorer, bit of a flip-flap there, trying to get inside, but Heme will be able to send this one clear out to the right wing, and maybe collected. No, Giusio puts it forwards, cleared away by Jeff, the Digital Sports captain, but Famalicao will be able to come again. Chisato inside to Nayshaw, has a bit of time, a little bit of green to move into. Luca into Taziek, taking a couple of touches, wanted the shot, was closed down quickly. Digital Sports can build another counter-attack, Ped.
They can.
Oh, what is that pass? It's happened again. Digital Sports needs to realise that a white shirt in front of them is a bad thing. Don't pass them.
I mean, it's quite literally black and white.
Yeah.
How are they? Oh, that's a bad pass from Famalicao now. What's going on?
Yeah, the passing.
I can't deal with it. But either way, look at this. Famalicao, that's unlucky. The speed that they're moving at on this ping is absolutely disgraceful. There we go again. Shoot! Oh, stop messing around with it. They should have been, like, this game should be over now. I'm just telling you. The chances that Famalicao had, they shouldn't have even needed a second leg to win this game. But with 1-0, you can give Digital Sports the benefit of the doubt. I do think there's been chances where they could have shot and they've decided to try and take on the whole team.
Yeah.
Luca NR1, the goal scorer, is actually the biggest, sort of culprit of that. He's getting a little bit too cocky in there. All right, Luca, we know you're decent at 1v1, but shoot the bloody ball first time, will you? Stop messing around, flip-flaps and all that crap. We want to see good old-fashioned play. Maybe like a drop of the shoulder or a fake shot. What happened to all that?
VLG trying to get through. Harry! And for all of the Sam Allardycing that Ped has been doing, it is an equaliser for Digital Sports. A mess once again on the edge of the area this time. They find the opening, they find the goal, and Digital Sports on their home server are level.
Might be the first time I've seen them take a shot, to be honest, and that'll be very, very poor for Famalicao now. I mean, if I'm in that call as a manager, I'm picking them all apart. I'm berating them. I'm saying, you should have 4. What are you doing? This shouldn't even still be it shouldn't still be a competitive game. I mean, it should be over. I'm still surprised it isn't. And it's just because of all that flip-flap crap. None of that happened there for Digital Sports, and it went in. That's all I'm saying. Stop messing around with the ball. Focus on scoring goals, not doing, Maradona turns just to get a few extra points on the scorecard. We want to see strong players. And as I said, there's no more dropping of the shoulder or a cheeky fake shot. It's now, we've got to do 400 turns, we've got to do this, that, and the other. No, just stick to the basics. Back to basics at an expert level. Too many skill moves these days in real football and in this type of football too. But as I say, 1-1, very, very good result for Digital Sports. I'll be happy with it, especially with the first half they've had. They've seemed to have been a lot better in the second, apart from the whiff on the mistake. They're looking a bit more lively now as well, maybe a bit more confidence in them. Just like last game when they scored that goal against One Mind, they just seem to bounce forward and they look more threatening on the attack. They seem to get that confidence boost when they find the goal against the team, maybe nerves in the first sort of 60 minutes. Now they're looking very, very strong. And I think they're probably under the assumption that they can still get another goal in this game and take this one 2-1.
Yeah, maybe. As this one to the edge of the area, chance for Ari Gold through to Ilhan, trying to force his way through again, just trying to get through bodies that are putting up a wall. And now Luca tries to get through as Famalicao. They will be pretty happy with a 1-1 draw. I know they've had chances, but this is their away leg. Luca still working down this right channel, trying to cut inside to Taziek, who will just try and make a few miss. Looking for that open green space. Nayshaw, the captain, now looking left and right, cuts this one towards the penalty spot. It will be pulled back, and as you say, Famalicao could have had 4 or 5 in this game, it's fair to say. That's a nice pass through to Taziek. Luca back to Taziek, back to Luca, edge of the area. Nayshaw just taking on a few too many, and the scoreline remains level, 1-1.
I still think Luca should have ran forward there, not played the pass. I think he was through. Oh. Yeah, if I was his manager, he'd be a different player. That's all I'm saying. But we're moving around now. Oh, unlucky there. Digital Sports got a touch, but the player was quick to his back. Oh, they're still on the ball, though.
Yeah.
They've got one player in the middle, another player coming in. He delays the touch for a poor pass to be played, unfortunately. If that pass come off, then we'd have a different situation. But now Famalicao beaten at the halfway there. Possession now transferred to Digital Sports, who are looking to just keep the ball. And they're going to go forward. Great pass through the middle. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're one back nicely. He wasn't a yellow. We have to be careful. Oh, is that another foul, referee?
I'm surprised that he's not blown up for that one on the edge of the area.
He's just been absolutely demolished, but he's given a corner for that, which I didn't agree with as well. So, I mean, the referee's on a mad one at this point in time. I think he's lost the plot. But 6 minutes left, a corner kick, home server. Shouldn't have any time, green time, and a header. Have they got anyone big, though, to get in the box?
It's a good question. I'm looking penalty spot, but they're going back post, and that's right to Gonzalo, who is also quite a tall man. Drops it down, tries to get through, still maybe has the ball. It's bouncing around. This is how they scored their first. It's not going to happen this time. And the ball cleared by Famalicao, and maybe the counter-attack sparks. Nayshaw, Taziek, through ball to Luca. It's just not going to work, and the keeper will be able to collect. But I go back to this point, Ped. Digital Sports are 1-1. Based on how they've played in this game, they're going to be happy with it. But based on the fact that this is their home server and they're going to have to play away next, it's not looking great.
Yeah, but we've seen how they've defended against One Mind, and they're a very, very similar team to Famalicao. Not
ideal. Not ideal.
What am I seeing, man? Famalicao, the fact Famalicao haven't walked out of this game with a win is always going to ponder my mind. Although maybe I spoke too soon. Free kick.
Fouled, apparently.
Oh, he's missed the ball. It's going to be through into the box. Cross comes in. Back post. Cut it back. Oh, he's not going to touch. Cut it back. Yes. Cut it back. Oh, header.
Chance.
Header.
Drops it down.
Shot.
Luca.
Shot.
No.
Handball. Shot.
There's another chance. Penalty. No.
Oh, giving it away. Giving it away. And that's going to be game over. Bit of panic at the end of that game, but.
There you go. Straight out from Cruz. No messing.
Great if the referee didn't blow up there. Be great.
See you later. That would have been very funny. But game done. 1-1. Sets up a very interesting second leg, Ped. That's fair to say. As we look back on what we've seen today, and I will cut over to the other viewpoint, the Digital Sports viewpoint for the next leg, where Famalicao will be at home and they are going to feel like the advantage really is with them.
They should do. They should be very angry at themselves because they should have been up 3-0 in that game. Like I'm still going to be angry at that because there's no way in earth Digital Sports deserved a point out of that game or to even be in the. They didn't play well. That first half from them was awful.
Yeah.
The second half, very good. I'll give it to them. They changed it round. completely for the switch, but it should have been too late. It should have been too late for them to change it around, and it's just because of the players doing all this stupid skill moves at the bane of the existence. Remove them from the game, and I'll tell you, you'd see a lot more goals because players won't have to have the thought then of, let's do some spins. No, leave the spins away. Leave that for Pilates, right? Get here, do your job, and score some goals. I've never seen a team dominate so heavily in the first half. It must have been around 70% possession. I think it was around 65, and not have a goal. They scored the goal in the second half from a mistake, which was controversially the most solid half we've seen Digital Sports probably play today in terms of pressure and attack. But we need to see Digital Sports pick it up. I mean, I know it's going to be harder for them now, but they've made it that way. They're going to have to deal with it. They're going to have to dig themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to probably find their first goal in the game and then just sit back and try and defend and invite the pressure, because that's the way they took down One Mind in the end, 1-0. So I don't think this game's over. I think both teams are in sort of, in the mix. So
yeah,
it's going to be a hard one to call, definitely. But either way, both teams, you know why they're both in the final. It's always going to be a close game in the final. Even though Famalicao should be 3-0 up, but we were 3-1 up rather. But we won't talk about that. That could come back to bite Famalicao. It really could. If they lose this somehow, I will be making the comment at the end of Famalicao should have done better in the first leg, and they would have been a lot better off coming to the second. But maybe they'll be fine. I just, after the last home fixture from Famalicao, I'm just not. I don't know. I feel like they feel more pressure on the home server. Is what I'm getting from them. And same scoreline. Well, same scoreline.
Yeah, something I do want to talk to you about though, Ped, is the possibility of extra time and penalties. I don't think any of the other games tonight have really had that same level of jeopardy that we see now. This game is not necessarily even, but it's the attack versus defense game that is currently being won by the defense, it has to be said. 1-1 after game number 1. I could see it going level again in this second leg. It would not surprise me in the slightest if we got extra time and penalties. And if we do, well, big pressure for that big money prize.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, you can't deny it. It'd be something not short of a miracle to see somebody win this in 90 minutes. But again, Digital Sports have done it before, but they did have the lead in the first game. So on the away server, Digital Sports haven't been seen to score goals, although they have been seen to have a very solid defence. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to score the goals. I think they'll have to play for penalties in this game, to be honest, unless a big mistake's made from the defence of Famalicao. We didn't really see for too long the Famalicao defence get tested. So maybe that could be an idea in the heads of Digital Sports. Maybe instead of starting this game defensive, we just start completely aggressive and just go for it in the first sort of 20 minutes. If not working, go back to the fallback and play, pretty much park the bus. But again, that's going to be up to them, isn't it? It's going to be up to them to see what they can do, see what they can take away from that first game, what they can change. All 11 players will probably have something to chirp in about and say, okay, well, we did this badly, we need to improve on this. I'm not sure where they're going to be sat, what their heads are going to be thinking. All I know is they're all going to be, eyeing up the prize of £500, and there's 23 people on the pitch who want that. So it's going to be a competitive show, no doubt. Where it goes is it's probably one of the hardest games I've ever had to predict, to be honest with you, especially after the other predictions have gone this evening. So I'm not even going to try and guess anymore. I said Digital Sports before the game, and obviously that's been blown away. They should have got beat there. So, yeah, I'm going to say, you know what, I'm not even going to change it. I'm going to say Digital Sports still, because Famalicao mess around too much with the ball. I've had enough of it. I've had enough. I'm making a stand. They mess around with the ball. Digital Sports just shoot. They just shoot, and it works. So they might only have one chance in the game, but if they shoot it and it goes in, doesn't matter. Famalicao can have 30 where they do stupid Maradona turns and flip-flops.
Oh, no.
They don't get it. Oh, a kick.
Oh, dear.
Well, Famalicao, isn't it, really?
Digital
Sports haven't changed the kit all day. They should be given a smack on the backside for wasting time there. It's their fault. They know that Digital Sports playing the black kit, and they still put the blue kit on, the dark blue.
Your captain chooses the kit, no? No, yeah, they had to change. I don't know how that's happened.
It's going to be a white kit for. I mean, why would they change the kits for? The kits were fine. Are they trying to say the kits are why they? It was black and white. It was the most opposite colours you could possibly get. Light and darkness. And we've got a navy blue kit and a black kit, which on FIFA looks the same.
It is.
There you go.
It is devastating. I can't lie. That it is devastating that we had all 22 players in the server. We were ready to go, and it's a kit clash that means we have to reset the lobby. That is
the first time I've seen it happen as well. Actually,
yeah, I've not seen it. I've not seen it either. It had to happen in the final, didn't it? Had to happen in the final, but
the last game of the whole season. Nice one, guys.
I've also just seen Digital Sports almost try and search for Famalicao, but that's not the way round. We need to do this one today. It's got to be Famalicao searching for Digital Sports, and we do have 11 players back in the lobby. So hopefully we'll get things underway for this second leg very, very soon. And I don't think we need to make predictions, Ped. What happens in the game is going to happen in the game. If you are in chat, if you are invested, let us know who you're rooting for, who you think is going to come through this game, because it genuinely could go either way. It's all about how the teams start. And I wanted to ask you as well, Digital Sports going to be the away side. You mentioned there that they probably had to play for penalties. Do you think that's the best strategy, or do you think it's go pedal to the metal for the first 15 minutes, desperately try and get a goal on the board? If you can, great. If not, that's when you sit back and try and defend the draw.
So the best way to play is to play for penalties and free kicks.
You reckon?
When you're the away side, that's the best way to play. But they're not going to do it because they haven't got me in the call. Tell them to do it. So
it's true.
They're not going to do that. We've seen one free kick all night from a dangerous position, and that was the one Famalicao drilled into the top right corner.
What a strike, by the way.
Oh, it was. Yeah. But they haven't really. You'd think that that'd spark something in them going, maybe this is a good idea, but whatever. We'll leave that one for another time. But for Digital Sports, yeah, definitely. I think the free kick's going to be a vital thing. Penalties, corners. I've now just realised that you need to green time ahead for it to go anywhere. So I think maybe not the best idea. But I do think they have to come out the door swinging. I do think they have to charge straight at the for the first at least 15 minutes to try it out and see how it is. If they dominate, then keep going. If they're not dominating, then they're looking like they're going to concede. That's when you change it. But I'd carry on playing the way they were playing towards the end of the last half. Completely dominant. We'll see how that goes very, very shortly. As Jeff is, whose stream are we watching here? We're watching the.
We are watching Jeff's stream. We're watching Digital Sports stream.
Yeah, and he's hidden the MS with his controller overlay, so we don't even know how much ping they're on. Thanks, Jeff. But
Cheers, Jeff, mate.
Either way. Oh, that was a bit of a dodgy ball. It was already nervy in the first 2 minutes of the game. We love that. But I like how they're going though. They're going a bit violent and aggressive. I'm a big fan of that. Can we keep that going, please? Good little ball in.
Oh, penalty! Surely there's a chance as well. Oh my goodness, Edu Martin's able to smother the ball. I really thought Famalicao had given away a penalty there. Looks like a player had slid in, and a Digital Sports player had gone over, but Peds. Nothing doing for the referee.
Questionable performances tonight from the referees, I must say.
You think so?
A lot of decisions that I think are wrong, but PM goal and all that, they'll always defend the decisions. But here we go. That's nice. I'm liking the play, the movement. Oh, that's not very nice though. Oh, won it back. Lovely. It just works out for them. The passing hasn't improved. That's a certainty. And they can't do that in the wrong places. If they do that in the centre-back positions, then we might be in for a rough ride. But so far, there we go. Keeping possession until it wasn't. As soon as they try and overcomplicate it, it goes away. It's almost like having Harry Maguire as all four defenders. But
it's not a free kick.
Oh, yeah.
It's so close.
What are they doing? Flicking the ball up. Just get it out, man. No need to try and do some fancy chips. That's what I mean. Just get it out. If in doubt, get it out. That is the catchphrase they need to use. Here we go. There we are. Someone finally understands the assignment. It doesn't matter if they win the ball back. As long as you get out of that sort of danger zone, you can get a second of breath. That's what the important thing is. But I'm liking the way they've started Digital Sports. They are playing a little bit more aggressive than they did in the one-man game. So I'd like the chances to score them first. But Famalicao, they're looking strong, they're looking fast, they're looking up for it, so it could go either way.
Yeah, Tazzy Egg, header by Chisato, it's headed down, randomizer trying to get there, cleared away by Bokba at the end of the day. But Famalicao will grow again. Dreze trying to get inside, no, Casuals intercepts, and now the counter is on. D-the-G into Albo, and he's been given a bit of a hospital pass, still finds it through to Ari Gold. Ilhan takes the pass when he probably should have just taken the ball forwards. There is a potential free kick for Famalicao, but they will play on. They will use that advantage. Nice ball over the top. Onto the far side. Chisato near post. Good save. Cruz able to keep the ball out, and that's the first real chance Famalicao have had in this second leg.
At least they've shot this time, That's the big thing. They've actually shot on goal. They haven't pondered and done some stupid skill moves. They've actually shot. So I'm happy to see that. Can we see Digital Sports do anything? They just seem to have lost the little edge they had in the first 5 minutes of the game. And now it's just a bit of bang and hit and hope. kind of play where they just smash the ball out in defence and it just ends up back with Famalicao, who then return the pressure on them. They do need to try and hold some possession. I'm not against them, when it's looking grim to smash it away. I'm certainly against them trying to chip pass in their own box. That's a very bad idea. They're going for power shots again. Why are we messing around with power shots for? When you do a power shot, the other team can see it on the screen when it zooms in. They know what you're doing, so they can just put a foot in. You only do a power shot when there's nobody near you. Honestly, and I don't even play FIFA. You'd think I was some pro. I just
unless you got Power Shot Playstyle Plus, then the zooming in takes a lot less time.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I wonder if that's the case.
About that. I don't think so. It looked too long, didn't it?
It did look like it took a while. Nay, sure. Oh, gets his pocket picked by Ilhan, who finds a nice pass into elbow. Looking right, looking left. Will go long. Headed down by Bok, but tries to get it to Diva G. Does maintain it, but the pass is not quite there. It's still going to be there. Nice pass through Diva G!
What the ball?
Digital Sports take the lead in their away leg, and they take the lead in the final. 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate.
Poor defending, fantastic pass. That pass was absolutely beautiful. The defense should never have let that happen. You're always going to be behind the striker, especially when it's in your own area, especially like towards the box and in the box. But that pass was absolutely spectacular. And from a team who we were complaining the passing wasn't great as well, they've definitely stepped it up. And they're on the away leg as well, which makes it even more exciting for them. But now Famalicao have an even bigger job to do here. They are losing on their home turf. We haven't really seen much. We've seen one good chance. Other than that, we haven't really seen them get any more opportunities. They are the team that like to fiddle around with the ball too much. So I'm hoping that they start to get a little bit more call to action here and start going for goal, because that's what they need to do. You did say you could see this being another tied game. That's still got a lot of possibilities to happen. Here is a great ball into the box, out for a corner. They're playing for the corner. Have they got any big men? The big pink thing there at the back. Or the front one, we've got Hullet and Pink Hullet.
It's Gonzalo, I believe, at the back post. He's gone.
Oh, flick on.
There's a
shot.
chance.
Oh, it's too little power, and the keeper won't have a problem with that one. Nearly half time as well. Not too long to go, and Digital Sports will be over the moon. They should be confident. They should be secure. This is a position that they like to be in, ahead by 1 goal on the away leg. How they can just do what we did against One Mind and did against the Altai Sports, was it you mentioned, or someone like that?
Altai, right.
Before. So these guys are very, very good at leading the game away. That seems to be the thing with this team. As soon as they get the lead, they sit back. But it looks like here they're still going a little bit more aggressive. They might even get rewarded for it. That's a good... Oh, nearly another great ball. They're looking for those incisive passes, and it's going to work for them. Oh, but again, close. I'm actually surprised at how much pulling you can get away with in FIFA. Pulling back the players.
It's impressive,
in real life.
There's a chance there. Good interception. Hene will be able to send this clear, looking to spark that counter-attack again, or maybe just trying to clear his lines, one or the other. Chisato collects. Taziek in the centre circle. Will now find Gonzalo, or pink-haired Hullet, as Ped has dubbed him. Nayshaw, inside randomizer, gets challenged. This ball's still there to be won, though. 4 players around it. It's a free kick for Famalicao. And Ped, we've seen this one before. There is another chance to fire this one. But it's the right-footed. Yeah, it's the right-footed. Trying to find that top right. Going to be difficult.
I think it's Luke R1 they've got on this one. And we've seen what he can do with the ball in front of net. So
go.
Left or right is the question, isn't it? Oh, again. Oh, my word. Luke R1. And I'll tell you why he knows how to do that, Rhino. The exact reason he knows the exact place to shoot is because every single FIFA pro in the world knows how to put a corner in every single time. You have to be a pro player in goal to understand how to save it. But sometimes like that, especially with the pro clubs boost that you get on power and shooting and all that jazz, it's not possible. And out of nowhere, a game where you were like, Digital dealing with it well, have free kicks given, and they've scored again. Can they now please get the idea in their heads that maybe free kicks are the best way to go to win this series and take home the money? They're really good at them. 2 for 2 now. Why would you not keep trying?
Luca is very good at them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what sets him up. I mean, those little things, they are not easy to do. I mean, for him it is now, because you've got to, you get a little square, don't you? And then you have to move the little square and the little square into the right place. He'll know the exact position to the sense, like the millimeter or micrometer. He'll know to the micrometer where that square needs to be to hit it into the top left corner at full power where it can't be saved. That is just a given for a player who's in the top sort of 256 of the pro ladder. Yeah. He's probably been in the top 50 players of Portugal. I think he's 17, maybe a bit older. Very, very good player. And that's why they've got him up front. They're like, yeah, we'll just stick you up front, mate. Yeah, you've got, pro player, you've got all the goal sort of stuff. We'll stick you up front. But the reality is you can put him anywhere on the field and he'll perform. That's the reality. You could put him in goal, you could put him in centre back. He would be the best player on the pitch either way. And although we haven't really seen what I'd say a lot from him today, we've seen a goal in the previous game, and so on. But we haven't really seen him, run on the ball. We've seen him mess around with skill moves. It's very different in pro clubs skill moves than it is in 1v1. Although he does do well here. The one time I talk about it in a bad light, he does it good. So I'll give it to him. Famalicao are starting to build here. Maybe the confidence is back with them. They just need one more goal. One more goal.
So close. Luca again looks for that chip through ball, but Digital Sport, that stout defense that we talk about is through again. That's a wonderful ball. Out to the left wing. D the G. Got to beat Gonzalo. Does find the ball into Ari Gold. Out to the edge. Casuals looking for the shot now. Timo! It's not going to happen. Good save, Edu Martins, and a corner comes.
I'm still up for that first time shot when the ball comes into the centre, to be honest. A little bang in top right corner. But no.
Yeah, why not?
Well, it definitely wouldn't be green on the way, but it would definitely hit some power. And if you just place that well enough, you get assisted shooting as well. Put that top right corner. It's not savable anyway. But that's going to be a good ball. Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing?
No, there's still shots, and it's going in.
Oh, my word. I tell you now, I was going to punch something if that didn't go in. What was he doing at the back post? He just had to hit the... What's he doing? We didn't get to see it in the replay. It does scramble out. The goalkeeper can't get his gloves on it.
Wow.
And it is followed in. But whoever that was at the back post, he's a lucky man, because he was getting booted off the team if that wasn't going to be a goal there. That was awful. But luckily, it's gone in for Digital Sports. And it probably was deserved. It's a fantastic corner. Beat everybody. Yeah. And I mean every single player on the field. And it was a deserved goal. But now Famalicao have to answer. They have to respond.
Header.
They have to respond. Oh, what a defensive block that was from Jeff. Well in, Jeff.
Well done, captain. Fantastic.
It's insane. That's number 97.
Cow. Chance near post. What a save. Still a chance. Luca. Just not going to be able to get there. And I tell you what, it is back and forth, but Ilhan has got Digital Sports in the lead now. And they are going to look to try and just protect this lead. Maybe build on it. D the G out on the left wing. Beats a man like he's not even there. Tries to find the pass. Ilhan still has the ball. Tries to beat Gonzalo. Can't get to the byline. And it will be a goal kick. But Digital Sports, they're growing into this game. As those seconds tick down, you know they're going to be feeling more and more confident.
Oh, what a ball that is, though, from Famalicao. Oh, great pull back. Luke Renard, one. Flick to the back stick. Beaten. Header one, though. Time to... Oh, they can't win it back. They can't, but it's going to be one back in the centre. All players back from Digital Sports. They're going into that defensive formation, as I was talking about earlier, where they're just going to sit back, park the bus. No need to really attack anymore. A lot unless for the counter. Famalicao doing the complete opposite and going all-out attack as they need a goal. But can they find one? Oh, you've turned into danger again. Every time. The same player, because I've seen the same player every time. I don't know the name of him, so we won't get named and shamed just yet, but I'll be looking the next time I see him. But stop going. Every time it's the same. Left, right, and then turns back into danger. Just pass the ball. Get it moving. As soon as you stagnate it, it's going to get taken back. And that is you've got the benefit of having the higher ping, the better ping. That means the slower response time for your opponent. So you've got to pass it quicker. You've got to get rid of it. You're just giving them time to tackle. You just get rid of the ball. And I think that's probably what maybe only Luca on this team knows, because he's the only player who plays pro scene. Because it's a very big thing in the pro scene. To win a game in pro scene on ping, you've got to play as fast as you can. The ball gets pinged around like a pinball machine, just to try and find a goal. And you can imagine how hard that is. I
can imagine, yeah. Drilled pass back to the edge of the area isn't going to work out, and that's could be a great ball out to the right wing, cleared away by Gonzalo. And for Famalicao, they have 20 minutes of in-game time to try and pull this back. Bokba on the right-hand side. Now gets past his man, goes to the byline, cuts back and forth, just trying to take time down, and it's another corner for Digital Sports, and we know how effective these have been for them today. 70th minute of the game. This one is going to be swung in. And there it is, near post. Looks for the header, cleared away by Famalicao. But hang on a moment. Ari goes for the ball. Near post, cuts it back. Not going to be able to get there from Jeff. Zambi still has the ball. Famalicao clear their lines. And that was a dangerous, dangerous chance for Digital Sports that wasn't able to get over the line. And will they regret that?
Yeah, I actually seen a better option for that corner there. Drop it into the back area of the box as a player running in. Nobody was marking. Free shot in the box. Didn't go for it.
Oh,
that's a great little skill move. First time we've seen he's done bits, hasn't he, on that side? He's really turned
He's great, yeah.
There's the one. What's his name? I need to see the name. I don't know. There's two with white mop heads. It might be
You're
Nature.
talking about Nature, yeah, which is, by the way, the Famalicao captain. But yeah, that's the one you've been talking
I'll
about.
be having
Nice
words.
pass. Hang on a moment. Randomizer just didn't pull the
Probably
trigger
why it's not
first time.
changed. Or was it? No, it was this one, wasn't it?
Chisato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it? What was the name? Chinato.
Chisato.
I'll be having words.
All right.
That's the player who keeps making the mistakes, not Nature. They
Okay.
look the same. It's Chilato. Yeah. Always turning into danger.
Drezze.
they lose again-
Luca. One is the power shot. Zinni still has the ball. No penalty given. Luca trying to cut back. We'll give it back to Taziek.
Oh,
Nice ball to Randomizer. One more to Gonzalo. Still there for Chisato. Can't score.
For goodness sake.
Famalicao close again, passing the ball across the 16-yard box. The 18-yard box, I think it is.
Oh,
But that one
no.
will go straight out of play from the goalkeeper, and Famalicao can build again. They've got 10 minutes in game to try and get a goal, and if they keep making chances like that, there is a chance they will find it, but they have to take them, Ped.
Yeah, I'm losing hope for them at the moment. Just the extra pass or the extra touch every time. Just shoot, laces through it. You're on the ping. The keeper's not going to be able to read it if it's a power shot into the bottom corner. You just got to shoot. You just got to test your luck, and they haven't tested the luck at all in this. Well, tonight really, I don't think they've tested the luck at all. So maybe now's the chance to do it.
Gonzalo, why didn't it lock onto
bad ball.
Gonzalo? That's who he was looking for. They've sent their centre back up top now.
Yeah, they need to get them all up. Never mind the centre back at the keeper as well. You know, play him as a striker. You need everything now. They're going to get a throw in. We're getting towards last attack period.
Yeah, it's Harry
We're
Maguire
not getting any
tactics.
closer to a goal. We did that against Watford actually in the Cup try but anyway, Luca
What have you got? Chips
flicks
ball
it
in.
through.
Oh,
it's
cleared
just
away. Oh my God! There's his head. Martin's on the halfway line.
He's getting involved. He wants a corner kick. Look at him.
Yes, he
He's
does.
genuinely going for it. They're going
Right
for
there.
it.
Ball in.
corner,
Gonzalo not
no.
going to win the header there.
Stop going for crosses, please. Nice.
Which is
Good
awesome.
win back.
Make sure. Ball to the back post.
Ball.
There's a header there. No, it's taken away. Zinni still has the ball. It's being knocked around. Will it land for a Famalicao hit? Someone's got to shoot. And it's Cruz who hangs on to the ball. And it was the most exciting end that we could have thought of to the PFL Champions Cup. Ball knocks around on the edge of the area. Famalicao couldn't get a boot on it. And it's Cruz, the Digital Sports goalkeeper, who latches onto the ball gratefully and wins Digital Sports, the PFL Champions Cup.
Again, they got back into their comfort zone. They secured that goal lead. Free kick came in, ruined the work. That corner was exceptional. Maybe a bit of luck involved. They ended up getting it into the back of the net. 2-1 win. I'm going to say it. I said I was going to say it. Famalicao should never have been in a position where they had to score that many goals in the last game.
Yeah.
They should have been 3-0 up after game one. They'll be kicking themselves that they're not. And even in the second game, the same problem occurred. Too many touches, turning into danger, not passing the ball quick enough. When you're playing against players who are on a slow response rate, you've got to play faster. That is just key. If you play faster than they do, and they already have the disadvantage, it's not going to be down to, just the aids and the reaction speed in the head. It's also the lag. That delay on the game from the lag point of view is enough for you to play around them without them knowing what's going on. But again, credit goes to Digital Sports. We can't take it away from them. They were exceptional. They did what they had to do. They got the job done. I'm very happy that I went with them before the game. That they managed to again somehow play better on the away leg than did in the first leg. I think that was a very, very good 90 minutes from them.
Yeah.
Today in general, they've knocked down two giants, Famalicao and One Mind, and that was my first and second. Really, I thought it was either going to be One Mind or Famalicao in my head after the quarterfinals. But yeah, very, very good job to Digital Sports. A black horse, really. I don't think anyone really predicted them to go and win it.
No,
so
but
they've came out of the doors. Yeah, they've done a good job.
Storyline wise, it makes sense. Digital Sports, the only undefeated team in the entirety of Champions Cup going into the final day, they win the whole thing. Still undefeated. Congratulations to the German roster. They have earned themselves €500. Thank you so much to all of the teams for getting involved tonight. Of course, we had One Mind and Empire going out in the semi-finals. Famalicao, your second place, your runners-up, and your winners of the PFL Champions Cup Digital Sports. So, Ped, what a tournament it's been. what a wonderful time it's been with you here tonight. Go ahead, plug everything. Tell us where we can find you.
Yeah, they see below at Castaped. That is the Twitter. That's where most of the action goes on. Most of it is Rocket League at the moment, but I'm hoping that the more that this year continues, the more opportunities I get. Obviously with the PFL, maybe even more things in FIFA. So if you are watching and you ever need a caster, you just message me on Discord and I can come and help out. I want to get involved in everything that there is out there for FIFA. eFootball as well. If anyone's involved in eFootball, you give me a message as well. I'd love to get involved in some commentary more on that. Most of it's Rocket League at the moment, as I say. That is where I'm mostly at. So if you do fancy come to see some football, but with cars, then hop over there. But no, Castaped on Twitter. That's pretty much the only social media that I use. So you can go there. But no, Ryan, it's been a pleasure being with you as well tonight. It's been fun. Finally get together this season. Obviously, last time we were meant to be, you were busy, away from computer things.
Yes.
So good to be back with you now on the mic for the first time in 2025, and hopefully not the last.
Let's hope so. As for me, the brand is static. RhinoCast11 on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. And you can also go ahead and message me on Discord at the same name. If you want any casting for EAFC, I don't do so much eFootball, but if you're looking for someone, then I will jump in. And of course, mostly the Rocket League, similar to Ped. And the most important thing is you go ahead and subscribe and follow to all of PFL socials. That's official PFL _ on Twitter. That is PFL on YouTube, which you are watching us on right now. And make sure you follow all of those streams so you never miss another fantastic event like this one. But that is us done for the PFL Champions Cup. One more time, your winners and earner of €500. It's Digital Sports. Congratulations to them. We will see you very, very soon. In fact, we'll see you on Friday for a Cash Cup. A PFL Cash Cup should be a lot of fun. But until Friday, take care, everyone, and we will see all of you there.